Welcome back to WeWatchedAMovie. I'm Mike.
I'm Jay, brought to you by Affirm. Hey, where you guys can get all your shipping needs done quick, quiet, and fast. Also, by the way, looking at that nice gift that you just can't get right away because finances are up in the air. It's a crazy time of month. Affirm's got your back. They'll be in your corner like no one else. Go ahead and sign up for Affirm today and get 10% back. Use the code J is saving for Affirm PS6.
Yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. They should hire us. Why don't they? I don't know.
Because nobody wants to be associated with us unless it's like porn pee.
Yeah, that's true. They also don't have to
get peed on people in porn.
That's true. They don't have to market either. They're like, you guys want to not pay for stuff for a while?
No,
let us take like $20 off the side. And we're like,
at first they'd be like, yeah, hey, that'd be cool. And then like, have you seen some of their stuff? Get past the first 5 minutes when they're trying to behave, and then you get into the butt stuff and all sorts of crazy stuff they talk about. We don't like that.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough out there in the sponsorship world for us. But you know what? One day someone will come along and we'll be able to just put an energy can in our background like so many other podcasts. No energy drink deals for us.
Yeah, dude.
But we keeps it real.
Yeah, I think Nick Fuentes has a deal with them. Everybody else, but us, no, I'm sure he doesn't. But
what website do I have to sign up for to just set down an energy drink behind me? And
I believe the website is called www.corporatedicksuck.com. It's a very popular site amongst a lot of big YouTubers. Yeah, corporatedicksuck.com #sellout. It's a great thing.
HTTPS? Because
HTTPS, yes, and make sure the hashtag sellout is bold because they like that.
Yeah,
corporate loves that.
Good. Yeah, that's good. Stop calling me Farva. I messed up shaving.
I like that.
I do too. I think it's a good look.
Yeah, dude,
you might get called a pedo every once in a while, but who doesn't?
That doesn't mean you're gonna get called. What you need to do is you need to get a cowboy hat and walk around like I'm your Huckleberry. Do that. You could be.
I could be a cowboy hat. I think too many do it since Yellowstone happened. You know, like
you do look very gay in it, but it's fine. It still works though. I like it. I like mustachios.
I like looking gay. I like looking gay. So it's a win-win.
No, but I like mustachios. Maybe I'm gay. Maybe I'm a gay from afar. I appreciate it, but I can't do it. I don't have a face for it. But you have a face for mustachio. You should keep it.
I guess. I messed up shaving, and I was like, well, I like the mustache, so I'm doing that.
I don't think. Yeah, but you always seem to quote unquote mess up shaving. I think you really like it.
No, because I have a hard face to shave, or to fuck. But like, yeah, I have to. I got too close to the chin line, and I made myself a chin strap. Because I don't know if you noticed, you probably definitely don't, but I have fat neck, right?
Do you know?
I got all this. Look at me.
Oh yeah.
And so if I let the beard go too far under the neck, then it shows and it gets me fat. So I always try to get it too close, and then I end up.
All right, right now, go ahead and get a bottle of syrup and drink it. Chug it.
I know, right?
Come on, Rabbithorn.
So much my power.
Watch out, Rando. Shut your mouth, Rando. Shut your mouth. No,
dude, 2 comments back to back, 2 different people, back to back. Wow, you guys should fall in love. And shut the fuck up.
There's nothing wrong with being an 80s porn star. That was where some of the best porn came out of. No, what was it? I forget it. No, I don't remember. Oh no, the handlebar, not the handlebar, but the chin strap situation. Remember when we were kids and we were going to middle school or no high school? That was like everybody did that shit, or that, or the soul patch, which you were super gay if you had a soul patch.
Oh yeah,
and I listened to Savage Garden. You were gayer than me. You had a soul patch, but either way, the chin strap. Mama was like, "Oh, honey, I love those chin straps. Are beautiful. They're beautiful." Like,
really?
I was like, "Yeah, mom wanted me to get one." I was like, I am not using a chin strap. What are you talking about?" I was like, "I'm not going to look like I smell like patchouli and weed."
I had one for the longest time, and I see pictures of myself, and I'm like, "What was I doing?" Ryan West said, "They said Mike looks like a gay volunteer firefighter."
It's true.
That's pretty good, dude. That's a good one.
Yeah, you look like your name would be Terrence Thunder in porn. Terrence Thunder.
Yeah, I like it. I'm gonna get a T-shirt that says "Gay Volunteer Firefighter."
He's probably sell them right out of LA.
I was in American Eagle yesterday buying some jeans, and I gotta tell you, there was a gay guy with a mustache, and he asked me if I needed help 7 or 8 times.
Yeah, well,
I didn't, but he kept asking.
Would you like me to stroke your cock or what?
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Intrusive thoughts. I was asking if you'd like to have me run. Would you help me like size your jeans? Would you let me size your jeans for you?
He was a handsome guy. He also had a mustache. He's a handsome guy. You know, if I was down with the sphere, I would probably been all over that thing. You know what I mean? Not his day though.
Affirmative.
Affirmative.
I always think of Newt from Aliens when she went affirmative. I'm like, God, shut up. I don't know why that corn. By the way, yeah, I watched the movie. I hadn't seen it in 1,000,000 years. And do you remember? Did you ever see City Slickers 2: The Legend of Curly's Gold?
A long time. I don't remember.
I like it a lot. Yeah, people hate on that movie. Billy Crystal, Daniel Stern, John Lovitz. Good time. Jack Palance, which is the guy, the main bad guy in Batman '89. Not the main bad guy, but the old man. He's Curly. The second one's not bad though. It's pretty fun. They leave it on such a cliffhanger though. I forgot that it was like the cliffhanger that they had. But Billy Crystal said he was open to doing a third one. Jack Palance has obviously passed away, but he's like, he has to have the right script. I was like, come on, man, you're acting like it's Top Gun Maverick. It's City Slickers 3. I don't think you probably get together and get that done really quick.
And does Billy Crystal even act anymore? What was the last movie you saw Billy Crystal?
I don't know if he still acts, but dude, Billy Crystal and Daniel Stern were hilarious. Now, when he got there's one scene in the movie where Daniel Stern sits down, he thought he got bit in the ass by a rattlesnake, and he was like, "Come on, quick, suck out the poison." And then John Lovitz and him drop him, and he's like, "You were gonna suck my ass. You're my best friend."
Yeah, you can do that in Red Dead Redemption, right? You can suck the poison out of that dude's thigh.
I do a mercy killing and just shoot him in the head.
Do you really?
I wouldn't want to live like that. No, I've only done. Well, I usually keep a bunch of health cures, so I usually just, if you give them health cures, they're fine.
Oh yeah, my daughter plays. She likes to make him do it like as a humiliation ritual. And last time it was funny because he was like, "This is the last time I'm doing this. I swear to God." He gets down there and starts.
Did you suck on his leg? Did you know that the guy that does the voice for Arthur Morgan is like Irish or Scottish?
I was wondering about that. Like, he's got to be super famous now, right?
I mean, he's famous in the video game world, but I mean, I don't know how famous he is outside of that. But he's it's weird because they asked him about where his dialect comes from, and he's like, because it doesn't sound super Southern, but it's not exactly like Northern. But he's like Arthur Morgan should sound like he's been all around the Old West, so he doesn't really have a lockdown accent. But anyhow, they were asking. He was at a con, and apparently when he recorded his lines for how he talks to his horse, like, "That's all right, boy," and like how he does that. He's like the studio guys were like, "Hey, can you come back in and redo those lines? We have to do the horse lines again." He's like, "Why? What's wrong with it?" He was like, "It doesn't sound like you're talking to a horse when you talk to him. It's pretty sexual."
I noticed that.
No, well, the original one was like, "That's all right, girl." Like he was like talking like that. He's like, "Yeah, we probably should redo that because it sounds a little bit too overly sexual."
Yeah, dude, it's funny because like when you press X and he makes the horse jump, he's like, "Yeah."
Roger Clark. Yeah, Roger Clark.
I like to make him do it.
You should. The guy that plays they all kind of look like their characters. Not exactly, but they kind of do.
What's up with dudes named Roger being great voice actors, by the way? Roger Jackson, Roger
Rabbit.
Roger Rabbit.
He does amazing work. I've seen him.
Dave McRae.
His
middle name is Roger.
Yeah, Dave Roger McRae. A lot of people don't know that. A little insider baseball knowledge there, guys.
Best friends. We had sex. But he talks a lot during sex too. You guys think he talks a lot in his podcast? He talks a lot when you're in the bedroom too.
He describes the shadow of your cock as it enters his mouth.
People
that don't know that, they're gonna be like, "Why is this obsessed with shadows?" Jay always what is he, Alec freaking Baldwin from the movie? No. See, Dave McRae loves talking about the shadows and stuff and how they pierce the soul in like a Halloween movie and how important those are for the cinematography and the aesthetic of the film. So I like Dave. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just he has a lot to say on it.
Yeah, Dave gets way too much crap about how he talks. He talks like a normal person, but people are always giving him crap. The comments about talking too much. I'm like, well, he hosts the podcast. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to speak when you do.
Tomo, it says you're coworkers with that man, Mike.
With who?
I guess he's talking about Dave.
My mustache. No,
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Either
way, we almost had a flub tonight. So we were going to do the top 10 2002 movies, but found out quickly that, well, not quickly, 2 hours before the show. Hey, actually, can you change that to 03? We're fucked.
Yeah, hand up. That one's on me. And I knew it was going to happen too, because I looked it up and I was like, I literally sat down and made my 2002 list. And I was like, I don't remember doing this. I gotta stop drinking, seriously. But I was like, I don't remember doing this, so we definitely didn't do it. So I didn't even worry about double checking. And then somebody was on Twitter was like, "Dude, you did that," and I was like, "What?" And it turns out we did it in 2013.
We did it,
and did it again this September. We did
it. So we did it. No, we did top 10 horror movies in 2013. Then we did a top 10. Then it was in September. We did the 2002.
Yeah, stupid idiot. But luckily for us, there's not that many good movies in 2003, so it was a pretty easy list. Hard, but easy. I don't know.
Tomo says, "Jay, is there any neighbor drama?" I'll keep you updated. The next episode, right now, we're kind of in a writer's strike, so nothing's going on. But when the new ones move in, it's empty right now. It's vacant.
Yeah. you know, I think he's gone. If he comes back, then that's definitely
no. He's gone. No, he's gone.
Yeah.
Like they brought in dude. I thought I told you all like that. They had to bring in exterminators and all that shit. They were like bringing out his like he like left like beds in there. They had like trash bags full of shit.
Mind the Gap said I thought you were ranking Marvel and DC villains. Well, we were going to eventually. We didn't say it was going to be the next stream. I didn't say it was going to be the next stream.
Forgot about that.
But I put up a poll on Patreon with some options, and they chose 2003, which is good because honestly, like we haven't done one in a while. And you know,
I want to do something really quick.
What? Show us your dick.
Yep. God damn it! I should have had it pulled up, not my dick.
Alone.
That takes too long to unfurl. Let's see. It's not a big thing, but I just thought it'd be cool to watch it together with you all because I like you all. So hold on, man. Fuck. God damn it! Hold on. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah, I went didn't in it.
Great. Okay.
A penis in your asshole. I don't know why.
So here we go. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze, 35th anniversary official trailer. Yes.
Is this real?
Yeah.
The past returns, my son. It is time to seek our answers. Some are the very questions of our origin. The sewer, our transformation.
That fucking hook is badass.
But the answers have always remained
his dick
in the past. Until now.
Yeah!
I'm Leonardo. I'm Michelangelo.
Donatello.
I'm Raphael.
Yeah, all the good ones, Andy, no.
There is only one thing next. Revenge.
Damn, that shit's hitting hard though.
Get down!
Hell yeah.
Greatest white rapper of all time, ladies and gentlemen. Ice Ice.
That was sweet, dude.
Remastered in 4K. Only in theaters, March 13th. Oh.
Yeah, dude. That was a sick trailer.
Remix was badass, dude. That sound.
Yeah.
Bum, bum, bum. Yeah.
I like that.
Ninja.
You know, it's bullshit, dude. They have those movies on 4K. Like, they're on 4K, but you can't download them anywhere. Like, you can't. They're not. No one's pirated them that you can download them. So you can use them for clips and stuff. I tried. I can't find it. It's bullshit.
The movie wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for my voice acting abilities, idiot. So I should have been invited to the screening and got a percentage of that cut.
I'm surprised that's not on Twitter. It's like, everybody show up. They're honoring me in the movie theaters.
No, dude. Apparently he hates being reminded that he was a part of that.
Well, everybody hates being reminded that he still plays music, but he still likes him to show up.
Yeah, everybody hates to be reminded that he picks up a guitar and tries to strum it. What are you doing?
Dude, he put out some, I can't even read it on here because he's talking about like anal and stuff like that. He posted some crazy Twitter rant about like Matt Lauer and how Hollywood tried to stop him from talking about all the things that's happened to him. I was like, dude, no one's tried to stop you. Like, just they're not gonna, you're not allowed to have another event where you have to charge 10 people to get in and hear about the Wolfpack sabotaging you.
Mercutio 80 says Corey didn't voice Danny in 2.
No,
or Donnie. No, I know he didn't. That's what I'm saying. But he would have been like all about his ego.
Did he want too much money?
Probably. No, I think it was a scheduling conflict or something. He was doing nothing, so that interfered with.
We got a pretty big day. Got to go to Home Depot.
I'm smoking a lot of weed and staying curled up in my bed around Cheetos and some hookers. I can't do that. I don't know. I think it was a scheduling conflict, but yeah. I don't know who they got to replace him for Donatello. The guy did all right. I didn't even know that. But do you know what's crazy is the guy that voiced Leonardo is Takashi from Revenge of the Nerds. He was also the Asian guy in Police Academy.
I did not know that. Was he the guy that does the noises? No, that's not the Asian.
Yeah,
guy.
he's like, goes, oh, I think I have a thrush. And Booger's like, what the fuck is a frush? He's like, no, you have too many cards. Oh,
yeah, dude. Are you gonna go see it? Are you gonna go to the movie theater to see Teenage?
I'll be
Mutant
going by
Ninja Turtles?
myself because there ain't no way April would go. So I guess I'll just go by myself. She doesn't. Well,
April
no, she
seems like a nostalgic person. She seems like she would be into the Turtles.
the first one.
Not the second one's better than the first one.
You might want to call them your tits.
In my opinion, the second one's better than the first one.
Second one's good. It's really good. It's underrated. I don't think it's better than the first one. Let's just relax. Relax.
Relax your crack,
Psycho
sweetheart.
Bat. Somebody did pay money for this.
It's got a better opening. It's quicker. It's
What the hell was that? Looked like a giant turtle in a trench coat.
fucking classic, dude. And Ice Baby. Vanilla
That
Ice.
is the best. The
Okay.
Vanilla Ice, the Ninja Rap is some good iconic shit.
Yeah, dude. I love it. I know it upsets people, but hey, sequels got a bad rap back then in a way that they shouldn't have. Ghostbusters 2, Wayne's World 2, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Super City Slickers 2. You were just talking about it. Home Alone 2 is better than people give it credit for. Like, Home Alone's better, but
I think Home Alone 2. I think a lot of people can get surpassed. Oh yeah, by the way, R.I.P. Catherine O'Hare. She passed away, unfortunately. Today. It was only 71. The only thing her people released the statement on was that she battled a short illness, which might have been cancer. I don't know. She looked pretty bad the last photo they had of her. So,
well, all I remember is like it wasn't that long ago. She just reunited with Macaulay Culkin, and she looked great. You know, she looked awesome, and she was just in Beetlejuice 2. She looked awesome in that.
she looked like she had lost a lot of weight. Very gaunt.
Yeah. Apparently, thankfully, it was a quick illness. But like she had a thing called like inverted strata or something like that. I read this just tonight where her heart was on the opposite side of her chest of an normal person. There's no evidence that had anything to do with it, but that's terrible, dude. Because like again, like she was just in Beetlejuice 2 and rocked it out. She seemed like she was kind of making not like a reconnaissance or a reconnaissance. Shut up, dick.
Recovery.
Renaissance, but like she was showing up again and stuff. That was cool. Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah,
she was awesome. She felt like a mom, even though in Home Alone her character was a total shit mom. She always felt like a mom.
See, a lot of people only know her for that, but she was in a bunch of shit. She was known for a lot of other stuff, but she was a great actor. She was really cool. So RIP to her. Another thing.
Orange County with Colin Hanks. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and then another thing that happened a couple of days ago, which unfortunately I don't know if they're going to release it or if we're going to get a chance to see it. But
the Epstein Files.
No, that's never gonna happen. You're gonna have GTA 6 will come out before that happens. Okay? But no, so Married with Children had a reunion, which I would have loved to have fucking watched. They had a live reunion with Ed O'Neill, Katie Seagal, Dave Faustino, and Christina Applegate to support her MS thing or whatever. Unfortunately, it was only like a live event, and they like took everyone's cell phones. They weren't allowed to record it, so I don't know if they have an official release, but that would be fucking awesome to see that.
I wonder what Ed O'Neill's looking like these days.
He looks good. He looks great.
Nice, good for him. Because like you see Al Bundy like 30 years ago, you wonder like not that he looked bad, but his character, just like so frumpy.
JT says they released Seventh Falls of Epstein. Okay, calm down.
Yeah. They released. Yeah, dude, you can't even. I don't know what to believe. You see it. There's just like smatterings of shit, but everybody on the internet lies, so you don't know what's real. So you just eventually start to tune it out, and it's sad. It's sad because you know nothing's gonna happen anyways.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, yeah, a second. Lupe, did you get Bob his pills? Yeah, that was Catherine O'Hara from Orange County.
She was great in that movie, dude. Like I said, perfect mom character in anything that you wanted.
I will literally eat your face. I know that's not her.
Yeah, dude, that movie's fucking awesome. It's
that's not Orange County. That was 10 Things I Hate About You.
That's Orange County.
I will eat your face.
Yeah. It's John Lithgow at the desk. It's like I would literally eat your face.
Yeah. That's what we said to the UPS driver today because they're late on a package that's supposed to be delivered and was overnighted and it's still late. They were like literally across the fucking street. Okay, we were doing trackers. We know where you are.
What's the item?
I can't say what it is, but it's important. I don't want to tell else outside of schools, and it's not mine. It's not for me. It's not mine. Okay, but it's important.
You get mail delivery IUD. You insert it yourself.
Oh God, you're real down bad in this economy when you're having to insert some kind of pussy coin to make sure that your wife gets pregnant. But no, it really was. It turned into like a Karen thing all morning. It was like calling, complaining, going through different departments. They're like, what the fuck is going on? Where's my pocket? And they're like,
yeah, it's not like it's snowing outside. It's
but the problem is like you were like, I'm seeing them on the map on the GPS location, and they're like across the street. And the person was like, "Okay, there'll be no more delay, no more delay." and then they say that, right? No more delay. Like it's like you're talking to some like mafia guy, and then you go onto the website to check where they're at on their little tracker. It doesn't work anymore. It's like they turned that off. Like they told the driver, like, this fucking bitch on the phone is mad as shit, dude. Like you need to like. But the thing is, it's not like I'm only getting mad and offended for April. It wasn't really. I'm not that mad. It is what it is because it's 2 to 3 day shipping. The company that she got it from overnighted it to her, but she didn't pay for overnight. She paid for 2 to 3 day express shipping, which is 2 to 3 days, which is 60 or $30. It's not overnight's like 60 or something or 75 or whatever it is. So anyway, she was freaking out about that. I understand though. I think this guy just didn't want to drive through the apartment complex because there was a little ice and it's a big brown truck. But she's like, yeah, but the USPS drivers do it. And I was like, that's like a little car. That's like a little van. It's like, just calm down. It's like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah,
so we had a fight about it. I was like, you're really being a Karen right now. And she's like, and then I shouldn't have said that. But see, sometimes I say shit and I shouldn't say it. I'm like, fuck. Because then we had like an hour long, well, not an hour long fight, but like 10-minute fight. And then it was like silence for 50 minutes, which is worse.
Yeah.
Actually, it was good for me, but it's not so good. It's not so good for her.
Yeah, sometimes you have to pay for that. You have to get a spa day.
I did. I had to take it out in the firm. I'll pay it over time. That's how it works.
I do that often. I put my foot in my mouth very often around these parts. So I feel your pain.
God, people are like, this is exactly what I wanted to watch 2 fat old 40-year-olds talk about their love lives. This is exactly it.
Yeah.
Yes,
I have sex.
You'll all be there one day.
I have sex and I make my own bedtime. So deal with that, perverts. How do you like that? How do you like that? There is a little bit of movie news to talk about if you want to scoot through the pootie. Okay. We need to make like an intro video that says, let's scoot through the pootie.
Dude, I want to make an intro video like the Chipmunks song. Do you remember that song? We're the Chipmunks. CHIMPU. I don't know how it goes. I can't spell chipmunk, but yeah,
I imagine it was cooler than when you did it.
You know what? It was really cooler. So why don't you shut the fuck up and look it up?
I mean, no offense. I just, I thought it was gonna be cool.
Go eat some Pringles, you fucking you Pringle face. Your mustache.
Shut up! I have alopecia of the chin.
God, you could have smacked me in the face, make fun of you, bald bitch.
Oh, me goodness. Hard Eyes 2 is coming out, everyone. Yay!
That's good news. I like Hard Eyes 1.
Hard Eyes 2.
I like Hard Eyes. That's a badass suit, too.
So good.
It's better than Scream 7.
No, it wasn't.
It's
not even out yet. Shut your mouth.
No, I like Hard Eyes. I liked it quite a bit. I actually was shocked that you didn't like it.
It's fucking crazy. Yeah, I know. It's crazy that you would like Hard Eyes and shit on Scream as much as you do because it's a straight up Scream ripoff.
No. I'm sorry. Before we say anything, I don't shit on the only 2 that matter, 1 and 2. I never say bad things about them at all. The other ones, I do.
So with Hard Eyes 2, though, that's got a lot of lore you can reach into.
Because it just started, and I'm excited for it.
Yeah, a lot of people like that more than I did. But yeah, they're doing a second one. This story is more interesting, though. Lots of Saw stuff coming from these motherfucker right here. James Wan and Lee Winnell are in Utah for the Mormon conference. No, it's Sundance or some shit. One of those fans South by my ass. One of those things. They're up there for that. And they did a Q&A and showed off Saw. And they talked about the upcoming Saw movie they're going to do. They said, well, I can tell you this. It's definitely not Spiral. It's not Spiral, so it's not going to be a spin-off movie. It sticks to the good shit. And it says, James Wan said, I still blame Lee for killing off Jigsaw because it's fucking hard to try and make any future Saw movies without Jigsaw. So James Wan is one of us. That is
true. That is a valid point.
Yeah, but then Wanell, dude, I like to think that this was way spicier than it reads. Like if they were actually fighting on stage.
It sounds like you and I have a good argument.
Yeah, he was like, Wanell was like, well, he did have cancer, by the way. By the way, he had cancer. So
no, yeah, but I bet he was like, he did have cancer, James.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously he can't just survive. I wrote it that way. It's like it's clad in stone. I just can't take it back. I put the words on paper, and now it's testimony. And he's like, "No, I think you could change it though, Lee Winnell."
Yeah, I mean, Walt from Breaking Bad never died of his cancer.
Well, we assume he didn't, but at the end of that show.
Yeah, that's true. But he said, Juan concedes. He said, that is true. That is true. This is what I'll say. Lee and I, we're not going to give much away, but we don't think you can make a Saw movie without Jigsaw. That's the bottom line. And ultimately, we want to hark back to the spirit, what Lee and I love about the original first movie, which is Jigsaw's philosophy and what makes him tick. ultimately he's a scary guy. You're a real scary guy in the first one, and we want to go back to making Scary Saw again, a Scary Saw movie again, with this omnipresent thing that Jigsaw had in the first film. So it's really kind of like to dig into that, and definitely we want to give the fans what they love about the whole franchise as well, which I think is very important. What we want to do, something new and fresh that hasn't been done before, and that's my pitch. So like, it's not a spinoff.
So,
there will be a Jigsaw. Will it be Tobin Bell?
I let that poor old fucker rest. Okay, let him rest his bones. I love Toby Bell, I do, but we have to do something about this situation. Okay, we have to do something. I mean, goddamn, he's old. I mean, look at him. He's so old. You see his face? He's old. No, I love Tobin, but it's like I want the series to survive, but we have to pivot at some point and make not a new character, but have a new replacement. So I think Tobin Bell should come back one more time. And then that's it.
One more time.
But you got to do something else. I mean,
I say don't even bring it back. If you're not going to bring it back, I mean, don't even bring it back one more time. I mean, Saw 10 should have been the last. That's a nice little send-off.
I mean, I pitched my idea about that little kid in that story and how they could have gone in a direction with that, but they didn't. But okay, at this point, bring him back. Have him. Please don't give it to that. Well, she's dead, isn't she? Isn't that one girl dead? Amanda? Did she die?
Mm-mm.
Don't give it to her.
No, Amanda's still alive. Yeah,
don't do
I
that.
don't want to.
Don't do that.
I don't want it to be her.
Don't
either.
do that.
I don't know. You can't do a remake, right? I don't think you can do a remake. Maybe they're buttering people up for a remake.
That's what I thought Saw 10 would have led into, as a soft reboot of the series with that kid.
Yeah, but I don't know. Of course, we don't know what that kid's gonna grow. Like he's
back on the escalator again. No, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. So Amanda died in 3. Michael said.
Oh, so she was.
The last one was a prequel. So yeah, you're stuck in the same situation. I was thinking off of the last one, but Hoffman again was also supposed to be in the next one, but they're not going that route. They're not going that fucking route. So who knows? But yeah, it's interesting, dude. I can't wait to see what they say. But it sounds to me
James
like
Wan just needs to come back
up.
and direct it. He just needs to come back and direct it. If that's
I know. I wish he would, and Lee Winnell would write it. That'd be perfect. But my guess is, dude, I think they're buttering people up for a remake. I think it's going to be a pure remake.
Could they get away with it? Yes, but they would have to do a soft reset, which means that you need to bring Tobin Bell back to kind of pass. He doesn't have to be in the entire movie, but maybe in the first 10 or 15 minutes through flashbacks where he passes on all of his knowledge or something in his training with some motherfucker like he's, Batman Beyond in his cave, and he's like telling him all the.
What? No, I mean like a totally different universe, like Tobin Bell, like a brand new Jigsaw, like from the beginning.
I don't know if that
remake.
I don't know that. I don't know.
I think that's my best guess. But we'll see what happens. All the Friday 13th movies are coming to Pluto TV. You cheap fucks, it's free. You can watch them all there.
Yay!
Woo! We already know. Unfortunately, Catherine O'Hara has passed away. And VHS. This is weird, dude. This is so strange to me. Shudder sold the VHS franchise, which they put out a VHS movie every year. They're all pretty fucking good. And out of fucking nowhere, they sold the franchise to something called Spooky Pictures and Image Nation Abu Dhabi.
Do they write their horror scripts in crayon?
I've never heard of it. Like, I don't know.
Spooky Pictures.
Abu Dhabi has a lot of money.
Maybe they need money for their production company. I don't know.
I don't know. Clue, dude. It's weird to me. That's a shock to me. We'll see what happens. This one's fun though, dude. Production's underway on John Rambo from director Jalmari Hilander.
Please don't fuck this up.
He directed Rare Exports, which I thought was way overrated. He directed Sisu, which had great action scenes in it. It was way over the top, unbelievable, but great action scenes. It's a prequel starring Noah Centineo. Bonjour. Noah Centineo and John Rambo takes audiences back years before First Blood, diving deep into the experiences that forged one of big screen's most enduring characters.
That could work. It just depends on. I don't know who this Noah guy is. Never heard of him. So I don't know if he can capture what Stallone did with it. But I mean, Stallone did a great job in the first, second, and third film, and for just explaining how badly he got fucked up in Vietnam. Like, I mean, cool. We get to go see how he got to be a killer, but
yeah, this is the dude. I mean, that picture, I could see it.
Kind of.
I could definitely picture it there. He's got the face, dude. The face for sure. If he fixes the hair
No,
up,
but
right,
that guy that with
not
his,
there so much.
yeah, he looks like that dude. He's like, you guys ever like taken hemp, like hemp clothing, and rolled it up and tried to smoke it? Because I think you could totally smoke it if I had hemp clothing on and I caught on fire. I would want you all to get high off me. That's what I think.
That's the best one right there, dude. He actually really looks like Rambo right there.
He kind of looks like
that
Sebastian
bullshit.
Stan with long hair.
A little bit, yeah. But I could see
No,
it.
not Pedro. Not Pedro. What the fuck's the guy's name? The guy that was in the pilot in the new Star Wars movie. That was Apocalypse.
Ex Machina. God damn it, he's been in fucking everything. I don't know why I can't think of his name.
That guy.
Exactly
That's who he looks
about.
Yeah, that's who he looks like.
Fuck, what's his goddamn name?
I have to look it up now, so I'm sorry.
Someone in the chat will say it by the time. Oscar Isaac.
Oscar Isaac. That's what he looks like. Oscar Isaac. Yeah.
Thank you, Iron Wolf.
Thank you. Iron Wolf.
But no, they're doing that. They're doing the Rocky prequel, and they're doing that. So Stallone's just like basically, he's like, "Fuck you guys and what you did to me with the Creed franchise. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do my own shit with my old shit, and we'll see what happens. It could be good. Could be great. Could be great.
Listen, keep the politics out of it. All right, that's what I'm saying. Just keep the politics on a light note, and just make a good action movie.
Well, it's Stallone, so I can imagine which side of the political rainbow it'd be on. But yeah,
no, I know, but it's I don't trust Hollywood to fuck things up. If it's beloved by you and it's going into the modern Hollywood machine, might fuck it up. Just saying.
Yeah, but they'd be going back to what, like Vietnam politics, right? So like it'd be different.
Yeah, but there could be like, I don't know, dude. You know how they could fuck that up really easy. There's a million ways that you can to die in the West.
New trailer watch. I didn't say play yet. That
man needs to quit drinking. Holy shit. That's a lot. He's been drinking a lot of that Guinness.
Excuse me, WebMDB. I'm bleeding out of my eyes. Is that bad?
Is this bad? Should I go to the hospital? No, you're good. Just take some ibuprofen. You're fine.
Is it bad? Is it bad? I forgot the name of this. Let's just watch the sight unseen. This new horror movie trailer starring Mila Jovovich.
This world has been broken by an enemy we did not yet understand. It's not easy surviving out here. We have to be careful. We have to be smart.
Hey!
Be quiet.
No, stop! Stop!
Oh.
They're all out there.
Then why'd you scream?
Together we're gonna slay every single
shit! Was he pulling his skin off?
Yeah, dude.
And the world won't be broken anymore.
That's fucking hardcore, dude.
It's out already.
Now playing.
Damn.
See what I'm talking about? Like you
behind the curve, we are
already playing. It's called World Breaker. That looked badass, dude. How's that already fucking? Where's the marketing for this shit?
It looked good.
That should be like in theaters, man. Like that.
It kind of had a Quiet Place feel to it at first because the monsters kind of within it. It's not.
And dude, it's directed by the dude who directed Session 9, which was badass, and it stars Mila Jovovich and Luke Evans.
That was Luke Evans.
He was in there, yeah.
God, the white people all look alike. I thought it was Orlando Bloom. I thought it was Orlando Bloom.
They all look.
What was that movie? It was Immortals that we got fucked that up because we kept on saying it was. I think we kept on saying it was Luke Evans or somebody.
Yeah.
No, we said it was Orlando Bloom and it was Luke Evans.
Yeah, then that nobody ever watched that movie again. Why did we even review that piece of shit?
Because I like it. Fuck you. I like Greek. mythology.
You do like that movie? Oh,
I don't like that movie. I like Greek mythology. Get it right. Get it twisted.
Yeah, I like basketball, but I don't like to go to the YMCA and watch shitty fucking kids play basketball.
No one said anything about going to see kids play basketball at the YMCA.
Oh, hold on now. That's weird.
You got a pistachio and all of a sudden you're gonna sit there and fuck things?
Yeah, no. It's back to the mustache. I see how it is. Shut up! I have to make a drink. God, idiot.
All right. Well, that's fine. We'll just talk amongst ourselves. What do you guys want to talk about? The stash is taking over. I think it looks good though. I like it. I like volleyball. That's good. Do you guys playing with the boys from Top Gun when you do it? Because that's the only way. Thanks, Roth. Hey, Shithawk. I know your name is that shit, Hawk. Is YouTube still changing your all's names? Because that's so annoying. Because I did not. Trust me. I'm having a pretty good night. Thanks so much, man. Yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. I watched City Slickers 2, and then I started watching Maverick, which sucks. I thought it would be free on Hulu. It's not. I had to rent that bitch. It's $3.99 to fucking rent it on Amazon, and that's an old ass movie. It's not even that great. Okay, it is great. It's a great movie. But I started watching Maverick. I'm getting into the poker shit now because of Red Dead Redemption 2. What's in the cup? Just unsweetened tea. You guys see the new Raphael short film? I think I didn't watch it, but I saw a thumbnail for it on YouTube. So I haven't seen it. You ready for RE9? I am. The Leon thing. At first, I thought I didn't give a shit about it, but when I saw the trailers for RE9 with Leon, I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna get that. I want to watch. I want to play that. Hi.
Hey.
What's up? What's up?
Saw you from the other side of the bar.
That's gay.
I can smell your feet.
That's good.
Can you leave?
No, I paid to be here. I'm in America. Go fuck yourself.
Oh my God. Let's do the top 10. Suck my dick, Greg. Yeah.
Okay, guys, by the way, we were talking right before the stream started because we were talking about our fuck up about the top 10 that we're going to do of 2002 that we'd already done it. And I was like, yeah, I wish we had waited because this list that I made for 03 is going to be spicy. It's going to be a little hot. Because I don't think a lot of you all are going to like it. I think it looks bad. I think I was looking at my list again because I made it this afternoon. Later this evening when Mike told me about that we fucked up. And
it's like a gas leak in here.
That's just your breath. You need to go pop a mint.
My dog farted.
Don't blame it on your dog.
He did.
Brush your hair. Brush your hair. Brush your teeth. Brush your hair.
I got something in my mustache, or my dog farted. One of the other things happened.
Okay, so we're going to be doing the top 10 movies of 2003. That was the year I graduated high school.
I graduated the same year, but 2 weeks later, because I went to summer school.
Dumb. I almost had to.
It wasn't my fault though. It was literally, we were talking about Orange County earlier. That's what happened. My guidance counselor was like, sure, you can leave early the second half of your sophomore year to go to work. And I did. And then they were like, oh yeah, you don't have enough credits to graduate. And I was like, fucking what? You said shoo it.
Yeah. You didn't have any fallback positions for you didn't pick up extra credit? No.
Yeah, they fucked me over.
Oh, well, I would have got fucked over because I didn't have enough credits either, but they let it pass because I went from a private school at Bible credits, and they didn't want the wrath of God. They didn't want the wrath of God, and I was like, well, they're like, you didn't take any electives, and I'm like, I took the only elective.
See, I just thought it was.
I studied the greatest story of all time. You know what I'm talking about? The Bible. Thanks.
Yeah. How many times did somebody try to sell you drugs at that Bible school? By the way, lots.
Oh yeah, they had a whole Breaking Bad ring going on in that motherfucker. Like straight up. Not only that, they have a fucking drug ring going on in that private school. The one of my teachers who was like this fucking hot for Jesus bitch. I hated that hoe. But like dirty, she looked like she smelled like old pee carpet, like had pee on it. And she was fucking the fucking gymnasium guy, the gym teacher who was married. God, it was spicy. Good times.
See, that's what I'm talking about. I always thought it was because I was black, but I guess it's because you went to a Bible school and they didn't like me because I smoked weed and was bad. I was a bad little girl.
They could smell the devil on you.
Mm-hmm. That's true. The devil's lettuce. Mm-hmm. All right, what's your number 10, you Bible school piece of shit?
Well, and this is going to be low on the list though, but it is what it be. I told you this list is going to be spicy. It's going to be old school with the Farrell of Will and the Luke Wilson.
Oh,
old school.
I was not paying attention at all.
I said down, Silent Bob.
Is my wife talking?
I was like, oh, I guess we'll just send it. No, I was like, I'll just take up more time until he likes it. Yeah, old school.
Yeah,
an amazing. My boy Blue. We know. It's got some great one-liners. Vince Vaughn is the master of the movie. Let's be honest. Like without Vince Vaughn, that movie doesn't work at all. Honestly, that was probably the first time I'd actually got into Vince Vaughn as an actor. Because the last time I'd see that motherfucker when he was doing the remake of Psycho, and it sucked.
Yeah,
and I was like, that was the last time I'd seen him, and I was like, he was great. He's like I don't know why you just can't say it. Earmuffs. And he can say fuck, shit, fuck.
Mitch, I'm more 6-speaker cities. You think I'm gonna roll out that kind of welcome wagon for a student alt band? No, I got Snoop Dogg.
Yeah,
yeah, dude, that's an all-time classic. That is one that is it's so fucking underrated. And you're right, it made a lot of those guys. Who the fuck is Mike's? That sounds way too close to ISIS, and that's not. I don't put my brand on that shit. Yeah, dude, old school is fucking all-time classic comedy. It really is. And apparently, after working on that movie, Luke Wilson got so into the party atmosphere that he showed up on the set of Vacancy with Kate Beckinsale and was still acting like a frat kid. She was like, he would show up late and drunk after hanging out with his friends all night and like hit on all the girls, and he was a piece of shit asshole. And he was like, yeah, I don't really care.
Yeah, it's like, I had to get drunk just to fucking work with you, Kate. You suck.
It's like, we're making a hotel horror movie here. I do like Vacancy, though. It's a good movie. I wish that was in this list, but it's not. God damn it. And I'm stalling because I forgot my number 10. All right, my number 10 is going to suck in a lot of people's eyes. Okay? Just like I do.
These eyes.
My number 10 is going to be a movie called The Recruit. Now,
quite a bit.
Yeah, a lot of you guys haven't ever even seen or heard of this movie, and a lot of you probably saw it and think it's a piece of shit. But The Recruit, it's Al Pacino and Colin Farrell, and it's just, dude, there's nothing special about this movie whatsoever. So I don't really have a lot to say about it, except for it's infinitely rewatchable. And it's just one of those weird mid-2000s movies that came out, and it looks great, and it's filmed great, and it's entertaining as shit, although not that much really happens. But Colin Farrell's kind of a piece of shit dude who's had like a rough life, like a flunked out of like the CIA and shit like that, but he's actually like a genius. And then Al Pacino recruits him and then teaches him how to be a CIA agent. But then some people aren't what they seem because it's the fucking CIA. And then he rips off his face and it's Tom Cruise.
Don't trust anything with your eyes. Yeah, she pissed herself, and then he broke like a pussy.
Yeah. Oh my god, you remember? That's fucking crazy.
I love The Recruit, dude. It's one of my. I don't give a shit if people hate it or not. I thought it was a great goddamn movie. I thought Colin Farrell was magical, along with Al Pacino. And by the way, yeah, of course, when you watch it, you're like, I can tell what's going to happen. Like I can tell who's the double agent or whatever in the movie. It's not that hard, but either way, I was entertained as fuck by it. I kind of because it kind of had that at the beginning with Colin Farrell, it kind of had what's the movie with Matt Damon and Ben Affleck?
Good Will Hunting.
It kind of had a Good Will Hunting vibe to it, except it was the CIA.
Yeah, I'm psyched to see all the love for this movie in the chat as well. Stacy said it's like Training Day at CIA. I could see that as well.
Yeah,
and Al Pacino's great in those roles, dude. He did the same thing with Matthew McConaughey in Two for the Money, another badass movie where he plays like the kind of shisty father role for men who don't have father figures in their lives. He's really good at that. I wish he'd be my dad.
He's great. I love Al Pacino. My number 9 is going to be a little bit X-Men 2.
Yeah,
X-Men.
I can't believe it's that fucking low.
Hey, dude. Listen. I'm ashamed of myself in a lot of ways, more than one. But this list, I told you, this list is going to be spicy. I liked this movie quite a bit when it came out. I liked X-Men 1 a little bit better, but I will say why it's a little lower on my list. Now, it's still phenomenal. It's still great. You get the full berserker rage of Wolverine in this movie that you didn't see before, right? When he jumps off the banister and he does one of the coolest things when the mansion is being attacked. It was the first time you got to see that, which was badass. The only thing that pissed me off about this is they focused again. I understand, dude. I get it, but it's like they shifted everything again to focus on Wolverine, and Cyclops got left behind. James Marsden was such a great Cyclops, and Cyclops is such a great character. I wish they'd given it more time to percolate what was going on. I don't know. I just feel like that movie's good. I just feel like it could have been way better. I think that Bryan Singer had a hard on for Hugh Jackman and Wolverine, which I get.
No, he was over the age of 17, so definitely not.
God fucking damn it, you mother! I hope that motherfucker fell down the stairs and broke his toe.
Is he kicking the floor again?
I don't know. I'm waiting. Are we done? No, anyhow, I think it's a great movie. Obviously, it's cool. It made a bunch of money, but I just think the problem with the X-Men films is that they never focused on the one character that really should have been focused on, at least in the same equal amount. It's Cyclops, James Marsden.
Yeah, and I think they always should have focused on Cyclops more. I never had a problem with the focus on Wolverine. My problem was that they focused.
They did it in the first one, and that was enough.
Yeah, I know, but I always thought Wolverine was like, he's the star of the show, so it doesn't bother me that much. But they did focus too much on Famke Janssen, though I love her. And I know that Jean Grey is huge and the most powerful and all that shit. But like, I feel like she's had like that storyline. I'm forgetting the name. Dark Angel, what is it? The Dark Raven of Christ.
Dark Phoenix.
Phoenix. Yeah. Phoenix Edition thrice. The Dark Phoenix. But I feel like there's been like 4 fucking Dark Phoenix movies already. So like, I that's the thing that got me. I felt like they focused on her.
Well, they ruined the Dark Phoenix saga twice. Because the third X-Men 3 was terrible. It was the worst Cliff Notes version of Dark Phoenix saga of all time. And then the new one with Apocalypse was barely teased. And even then, I knew they were going to go the wrong direction with it. That movie, by the way, X-Men Apocalypse was like, you already fucked up with how Ivan Ooze Apocalypse. It was a terrible choice. I don't know why the costume department was like, yeah, that works. That works.
They really
Put down the hashish pipe, Terrence, and put together a good goddamn design.
I'm no tall guy, okay? 5'10", 5'11", if I'm lying. But Oscar Isaac as Apocalypse, it looked like Muggsy Bogues.
It's not even that
as Apocalypse. It did not look right at all.
Oscar Isaac, they could have given the motherfucker stilts. Look at Gene Simmons when he rocks out with Kiss, okay? He's like 9 feet tall with his boots.
Yeah.
They could have I think Oscar Isaac's a great actor. That was terrible. He looked like shit.
Yeah, you're right. I totally agree. And they made Tom Cruise fucking Jack Reacher. They could have made him look bigger. And he would have probably knocked it out of the park. But I agree. And that one's higher on my list. But I agree with you and the chat that it's overrated in the years that have passed, for sure. Even though it's still a great movie. My number 9, it's going to be Jeepers Creepers.
Oh, fucking shit! I forgot.
Jeepers Creepers. Yeah, I was low down on the list. I don't know why. I lost a lot of popularity over the years. I wonder why.
Damn it! I didn't even see that one when I was looking at my IMDb. It didn't even pop up.
It was low. It was down because they ranked those by like popularity, and I guess the Jeepers Creepers franchise is just falling the fuck off. Yeah. I can't imagine why, but like they but no, dude, it's despite that piece of fucking human dog shit that should be I'm not even gonna say it. Directing it's still it's an awesome monster movie follow-up.
I liked it.
Yeah, like it was a little sillier and it was a little more gnarly, but they interjected some stuff in there, and the way they did it with the school bus, the way he kind of haunted that school bus was some scary shit going on, dude. That movie was good despite all the other stuff.
I was just thinking about that movie, dude. The one that flashed back is when he's smelling the back of the bus and he goes, and then he gets that whiff that he likes. He's like, ugh. Oh, I like that.
and Ray Wise was good in it too.
Yeah,
Ray Wise is awesome. I can't remember if it was this list or the last one. It almost made my list, but a movie called Dead End. I think it was this one with Ray Wise in it. Was fucking awesome. Didn't make the list, but I
remember that movie.
Yeah, Jeepers Creepers 2. Good movie.
My number 8 is going to be Old Tears of the Sun with Bruce Willis. That's a great movie, by the way. A lot of people probably haven't seen it. It's a war movie. Tears of the Cum is the sequel that followed up. It was messy. It was a messy sequel, but they got there. Tears of the Sun Cum. Bruce Willis, like I said, stars in it. There's also a couple other people I can't remember. It's really good. Underrated war movie. I remember watching. I think I rented it on a whim. I didn't hear anything about it, but I was kind of into those war movie like type films, and I picked it up because I liked Bruce Willis. And goddamn, it is dark, dude. That's a dark fucking movie.
Yeah, my dad loved that movie, dude. Like, it seemed like he was watching it like twice a week. I was like, "What is your obsession with this movie?"
Well, it's Tears of the Sun, and I know that this movie didn't come out, but it kind of reminded Blood Diamond. It kind of reminded me of the same type of like brutal way it looked at like how war affects like certain parts of the population, and not like this grandiose thing. I think it was one of the first times I'd seen a movie where it's not like this big giant world war that's happening, where it's all about it's like on a very personal level. It's a great movie. It's a great goddamn movie.
Yeah, excellent choice, sir. Excellent choice indeed, if I might say. My God.
Come on now, more margaritas. Great ass.
Huge ass,
dude. Fortnite spec.
What the fuck, dude?
Break in programming for a moment. We've got a fucking breaking news alert from Fortnite. Oh, I can feel the cars when they come around. I can feel the engines.
Holy fuck, dude. Thank you, man.
Yeah, dude. Thank you so fucking much, man. What a kind goddamn thing you just did there. Fortnite Spec says, "What's up, guys? Hope y'all are healthy." I actually sprained my neck just now doing that because I was so excited. Hope y'all are happy and healthy. What goes the hardest? Cut my life into pieces with Papa Roach, Ric Flair, Jay Lethal unscripted promo video, Rick James finally saying his infamous line BET 2004 video, or Kane first introduced in 1997 video. Miss y'all. Miss you too, pal.
Hey man, appreciate you, dude. Holy fuck.
Excellent question.
Mike?
Buddy, you had me at Papa Roach. I'm just going to say it. There is still to this day nothing that goes harder than Jacoby Shaddix standing on that illuminated floor with all those broken children around him. This is how Corey Feldman imagines himself when he goes to Kroger. But like when he's on there and that song's going so hard with the cut my life into pieces and the video's going around to all these kids. And this is, I'll go a little deeper here. A lot of people don't understand this about Papa Roach, and they're just a silly rap rock band. But the reason that Papa Roach really had such longevity and did so fucking good for themselves is because they weren't like other rock bands at the time. Papa Roach in their lyrics weren't afraid to talk about suicide and things like that and ideation and all that stuff like that. And his lyrics were actually deep. He just came out with it. It was like Tony Soprano in The Office. It was like a hardcore metal dude, like actually open to talk about his feelings and like that. So not only does the song fucking rip shit, but those are some great moments there. But I'm going Jacoby Shaddix and Papa Roach. Sorry for that stupid history lesson, but I felt the need to say it. I'm just really excited to see Fortnite.
What was the Rick James one? Was that the "I'm Rick James, bitch"? What did he say? That was the infamous line that
my brain went to "fuck your couch," but I don't think I have it right.
I could be. I don't know. The Kane introduced. I want to say Kane, but I can't remember if because I wasn't really watching a lot of Raw back then. I was watching Nitro. But I do remember the storyline leading up to Kane being revealed, and everyone was saying it was Undertaker's brother and that he was going to come and beat that ass. And you're like, oh shit. And they were pumping it up, and Paul Bearer was on his side, and you're like, what's going to happen? I don't know. And then the Flames and all that shit. He also had one of the best. Kane's got one of the best rant musics. Period. He really does. That his soundtrack, which I don't know. I can't really remember it exactly, but I do remember it was hyped up. But the Papa Roach video was great too. I don't know. I'll probably have to go with the Papa Roach too. I remember when that song came out. It hit hard. It had a good sound to it. He looked like he was very mad. He was like gritting. He was like gritting his teeth a lot while he was singing, and the camera kept focusing on his teeth. It's like cut my life into pieces. I was like, yeah.
This is the Rick James.
Never mind who you thought I was. I'm Rick James, bitch.
Rick James, bitch. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Tucked in, tucked out. That's what I thought. Yeah, that was iconic too. Yeah, what a great fucking year.
I would show the Ric Flair one, but we just got taken down by Disney in our last stream, so we have to be more careful. What? Yeah, Disney fucking blocked the shit out of our last stream for showing the fucking Daredevil video. And I know WWE is crazy about that shit. They'll come after your family. They'll kill your children. I'm not going to make that joke. God damn it. I almost slipped up and made a horrible.
That mustache is getting to you. Stop it. Or you have to shave it off.
And by the way, you know what? You get it twice. You just get it twice because it's fun and we like.
Come on now. More margaritas. Great ass.
That, and I knew it was. I was just afraid to say it in case I was wrong. My memory is going to shit lately. But I knew it was John fucking Winston, and it was John fucking Winston. Only one man.
I knew. Yeah. Okay.
Is the wheel and kiss stealing type of guy who can pull that kind of shit off. It's John Winston. His daughter's messed with his YouTube. Yeah, I think that's the one he was using before too. I knew it, John, and I missed you. I want to grab your cheeks.
It's been a minute, John. Hope everything's going well, brother.
And it's not just that. It's not just that he delivers insanely fucking kind super chats that really help us a lot. We really appreciate it, man. But he always has good fucking questions too.
Yeah, it makes you think. It makes you put your thinking caps on. But I don't like it either because I don't want to do that. I've been drinking, John.
John, that's a John Matrix in Commando. Come on, John. Let us some steam in it. We love you, dude. Thank you so fucking much.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
No other way to say it. I'll suck your dick, man.
Or I would
right.
just shake your hand to give you a brotherly hug.
That's what it means. That's what men do. They
Yeah,
say
it's
that.
like, yeah,
but it
I'll
doesn't
suck
mean
your
the real
dick, though.
thing. Yeah, you don't have to make it weird. I mean, I was talking about shaking his hand with a firm handshake. That's all I meant, Jay.
God.
God.
We
Can we
got.
be fucking gay together, like in jest?
Yes, I gotta go pee though.
All right, enjoy your pee. I
I
want to be
will.
thinking about sucking it out of you. Is that gay? Maybe it's the mustache. Maybe I just can't say it because I have a mustache on. Maybe that's a problem. Jesus Christ. I do have a mustache now, Blue. John, do you like my mustache? Be honest. I'm on the fence. Like, I really am. I like it. All right. God darn it. I like it. And people like me. But I got to tell you, I'm concerned. You know, the wife doesn't like it. The kids say I'm not allowed near the school. But I enjoy it. You know, I just don't know if it actually looks good or not. The people who tell me they like it, I don't trust them. You know, someone's like, sweet stash. And I'm like, you're making fun of me to my face right now, aren't you? I can't tell. But I like it. And that's what's important. You know, I also like being kind of chubby. That's why I haven't lost any weight. How about that? What do you think about that? I had a comment the other day. This motherfucker, you know what he said? I put out a video, hard work video. This motherfucker comes on there and you know what he says? He goes, will you please start working out again? Because us gays need something else to look at when we're watching your videos. And I'm like, that was like the most fucking backhanded compliment ever, Charles. Okay. You came to fucking brunch and you broke my heart. All right. It was like, you used to be hot for us. And I'm like, I didn't know that I was supposed to get on here and parade my sexy ass around for you gays. All right. Thank you, though. I appreciate that. I think. But you also called me fat. And I am working out. I'm just 40. All right. Leave me alone. Yeah, Stace. Damn. Yeah, I know. I sat on that one for a few days. That was a poor choice of words. I really shouldn't have said it that way. Jesus Christ. People say some wild shit, out of pocket shit, leaves you looking like this with a fucking porn mustache, not even understanding who you are anymore. Sometimes I run, sometimes I hide, sometimes I'm scared at night. But all I really want is to hold you tight and treat you right. Be with you day and night. I forgot the rest of the words. Have you guys seen Britney Spears? She's gone. Well, I guess it's been that way for a while. But yeah, I don't know. Glenn's the only one straight one. I guess so. You know, hey, you gotta make your fandom somehow, dude. You know, welcome. This is how I welcome the gays, like Ace Ventura. Come to me. Oh,
Suffocation, no bleeding, don't give a fuck about bleeding. Would it be wrong? A bit nice. I don't know.
I can't grow a full beard, Albert Cock.
By the way, dude, I meant to tell. I don't know why I was thinking about this, but while I was peeing, I was thinking about Red Dead Redemption 2. Have you played dice yet or dominoes? Have you played dominoes?
In the game?
Yeah.
No, but I haven't
go to
realized.
Emerald Station, dude. It's the funniest interactions. NPCs, like whoever voiced those guys, were hilarious, dude. Because when you start winning, if you start winning and they start drawing domino, you'll hear Arthur go like, "You're doing real shit," and then you'll hear the guy that's if he's getting fucked up, if you're beating him, he'll look at the domino and go, "Huh?" He's like, that ain't good for you. And I don't know why. I just popped in my head. It was funny.
Yeah, I've seen the option to play dominoes, but I have a thing with dominoes. It used to be a family game that everybody played, every family get together. So now I kind of fucking hate dominoes. You know, I'm
a master. Yeah, but poker's fun.
I do love poker, but poker gets boring if you're not gambling anything.
You are in the game. You gain. It's a $2 at Valentine. It's a $2.50 buy-in, and then when you get to Saint Denis, it's a $5 buy-in. So you get more money.
No, I meant in real life. Like poker's boring if you're not gambling in real life.
Oh yeah, well yeah.
But you do get to gamble in the game, which does make it a little bit funner. All right. Thank you, John. That's fucking.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you, dude.
Sweet of you, brother. We really appreciate you, man. And all of you guys so much. Seriously. All right. My number 8, Jace, was Come of the Sun. And Black Hole Come, won't you come?
That sounds like a disease.
And wash away.
That sounds like you need some Valtrex.
A black hole come. I never thought that's actually really gross when you think about it. Okay, my number 8 is going to be Identity. which I've lost.
That's a good one.
Identity.
That's a good one.
Yeah, we've done a commentary on this.
I feel like Ezra Miller suffers from this.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Frank.
Yeah,
there's no doubt about that. No, dude, Identity is great. It's a snapshot of mid 2000s crazy thrillers. If Albert Hitchcock made a movie in mid 2000s, it'd be Identity. Great cast list. He's annoying as fucking real life now, but John Cusack was great in that movie.
He was really good.
Ray Liotta's fucking all time. Good cast, fun. They don't make them like that very often anymore. So
it's a really good. It's a really good. What would be called a crime thriller? I guess it would be or just a thriller.
Yeah, like a
not really a horror movie, more like a thriller.
Yeah, like a suspense thriller.
Yeah, suspense thriller is probably what
noir kind of thriller sort of deal. Yeah,
yeah, and that one dude that his eyeballs can't stop moving. It just won't stop. You remember the guy that I was like, "Wow!" Like I know it's a condition, but dude, I can't help it. It's fascinating to see it. They cast him perfectly in Constantine. When his eyes move, okay, you can like read the paper really quick. Read the paper by touching the. Anyway, I'm not making fun of his condition. It is what it is.
I didn't know it was like a real thing.
Yeah, it's like a condition where his eyes move back and forth really quickly, and his eyes.
So many different things.
I know. Anyway, my number 7 is going to be The Last Samurai with the Cruise of Tom. Very good.
See that one.
Very amazing. A lot of people forget about how great this movie is and how amazing Tom Cruise was in it. It gets kind of lost in the sauce, I believe. I remember watching this film the first time and not really giving a shit. Like I kind of was like, it's going to be kind of, like a boring. You must come with honor, with katana son. But it goes far deeper than that. And when you start watching it, not only is it got amazing action and the set pieces are beautiful and great and the way they shot it, but the dialogue and the emotional impact that the story has is great as well. The ending, so fucking good, dude. So fucking good. Especially with the last charge of the brigade. I'm not going to give it away if you guys haven't given it a chance, but there is a scene at the very end of the movie where it's the last charge kind of, and it's old world versus new world. And about I feel like it was, about how we give up honor and dignity for the new age technology. I don't know. It was so good.
Yeah, it's such a weird movie for me because I want to watch it so bad. Like I want to get into it and love it so much. I used to have a friend that was like a super hipster that sat around in his apartment and smoked like Black and Milds all day long and had this collection of DVDs, and he tried to show it to me like 6 times. And I think I should like it, but I just every time I watch it,
I bet he had a katana sword above the fireplace that was signed by Randy Jackson, didn't he? You're not going to not get it.
That would be him. Yeah, I just couldn't. I could never get into it, man. I don't know.
You should watch it. I will say this: if you watch it, bring tissue for the man tears because it will happen.
You cry? That's a cry.
Yeah, dude.
I didn't.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, it will. Especially if you watch it when you get involved with the story and what's going on and how. I can't give it away. Well, Tom Cruise is going through it. Let's just say that. And the way that
not like he wasn't born on the 4th of July.
No one is ever going to go through that. That man looked like he constantly smelled like a urinal cake. Like that, he was bad off. But no, yeah, but he's bad off in this movie, and then he has a reawakening of his spirit, and it's a great goddamn movie, dude. It will make you cry.
Well, maybe I'll try it again someday. I'll just have a lot of coffee.
Mike's writing it down in his head right now. He's like, I will be drinking tonight, so I need a good tearjerker.
Yeah, that one's too long though. You can't go like
that. Is a long movie.
Yeah, you need a Sunday for that piece of shit. My number 7 is going to be like the complete opposite of yours. It was just like an epic, mine's going to be Bad Boys 2.
That's a great movie.
Love this.
I don't know what you're talking about. That's a great movie.
It's a great movie. It's literally Bad Boys 1 again. But that's exactly what you wanted with this fucking thing, man. They don't make movies like this anymore.
This is before Will Smith's balls were on Jada Pinkett Smith's mantelpiece.
Yeah, exactly. In her purse, bald. And Will Smith was so fucking cool back then. Like he was so fucking cool to all of us. Men in Black.
Mike Lowry.
I'm not
Lowry.
I'm not gonna get emotional. I just had a half burp when I was talking. It sounded like I was gonna cry.
I miss my Will. I miss my Will.
Back to me.
How come he don't want me no more, man? How come he don't want me no more?
Yeah. Yeah, dude, Will Smith was so fucking cool to us back then. This and Men in Black and Fresh Prince. But yeah, dude, those movies were so fucking good. That's
Martin
when
Lo- and
Michael
also
Bay and Jerry
underrated,
Bruckheimer
though.
could make great fucking movies that didn't feel like just cash and shit.
And Martin Lawrence is underrated. He also made that. He did great.
I think he carried it.
I think he carried it in the first one. I think the second one was more equal balanced.
Yeah, they did try to make Will Smith a little too cool in the second one, I feel like.
Well,
But,
they already established. You know what it was? It was kind of like a modern retelling of Tango and Cash when they came out.
Mhm.
Because in Tango and Cash, it was kind of the same thing. Stallone was supposed to be the cool, suave dude, and then Kurt Russell was like the street guy.
Yeah, Mike Lowry.
Mike Lowry.
Lowry.
I wanna be like Mike. What bullshit.
And some Skittles.
Yeah. My number 6 is going to be School of Rock.
Yeah.
Number 6. I know. Again, people are like, no,
Sorry.
it's 9. No, it's
Get off your ass. Let's do some math.
And that's a magic number. No, yeah.
The kid's like, you're tacky and I hate you. He's like, all right, that's enough.
Yeah, fancy pants. Fancy pants. Because I have a hangover. Does anybody know what that means? Because it means you have a disease. You have a disease, dude. No, it means I was drunk
You're
yesterday.
an alcoholic.
I was drunk yesterday. You're not gonna get in trouble. I'm hungry. No, I like School of Rock a lot, dude. I think it's one of the. I think it's not Jack Black's best. Okay, Nacho Libre would like to have a word if you say that, but it's one of his best. And that was back when. See, that's the Jack Black I missed, dude. When he was just having fun, being a goofball, and just and rolling with it. And I don't know what happened to him, but it's like he's fallen way off since School of Rock. But Jesus Christ, I wish they would do a sequel, but I'd be afraid of what they would do with it now. But I love this movie, dude. It was a good, wholesome film. It was a family film, but it also had like some kind of wink, wink for the adults. Like, hey, we can have some fun here too. Like Adam West's Batman or something.
Yeah, they did a great job of that. Like, I think it just made my honorable mentions, but like it was close. I do. It's so rewatchable too. Like, it's a movie that it's on. Like, you can sit and watch the entire fucking thing. And I agree with you, man. Jack Black used to be the fucking best, and now he's like literally a Hollywood caricature of what he used to be. It's actually sad.
Well, it's also it's also interesting to note because I think I watched the featurette on this. Joan Cusack's also in it. Is it Joan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's great. They said that it was one of the first times that Led Zeppelin had allowed them to use that song. Yeah, because they were like usually like really against people using their shit, so they convinced them to use it. And Jack Black was all hyped about it because he's a huge Led Zeppelin fan.
Yeah, as he should be. Led Zeppelin, the fucking tits, dude. It's funny. Another story back from that same right when we graduated. We were just talking about when we graduated and I had summer school. I worked at my mom's daycare at the time. That was the job I had when I was in high school, right? And then right when I graduated, I fucked around with like 2 or 3 of the teachers that worked there, which is weird on their part because I was only 17. She's only 17.
I was gonna say, yeah.
But yeah, so one of them was an ex-stripper and she was hot as fuck. All right.
Oh yeah. Is that the one that was married?
Yeah, she was married.
I remember that saga.
Her vagina had a piercing in it. But like,
what?
Yeah, it did. But so we were wanting to have a graduation party, but like for the summer school kids, like just me and like a couple of my friends. Anyways, one of the teachers looked just like Joan Cusack, and she let us come to her house and stay there for the weekend and have like a little party with my friends. And that's where the stripper lady made out with me and let me touch her vagina.
Are you complaining about it, or because
it's disgusting? She was like 31. Awesome. Yeah, it was great. But that one, dude, she looked just like Joan Cusack, which I think Joan Cusack's kind of hot, actually. Like, I think she's underrated, by the way. Out there.
I don't know, man. Like, there's something about her. Like when she was like dancing at the bar with Jack Black when he got her drunk to ask her if they could go on a field trip, and she was like, "Sing the song, just sound the singing." When she was doing that, I kind of got like secondhand embarrassment. I'm like, "You look like you smell like mayonnaise." I don't like that. I don't like that. Like if I were like, she looked like a Tinder date.
To me, that was fun. I was like, yeah.
No, I know, but she looked like a Tinder date that like kind of catfished you a little bit. And you're like, I mean, you were taking it from really well lit angles.
I'm just gonna put it out here right now. I would have thrown it to Joan Cusack. All right.
I mean, yeah.
I'm not afraid to
I mean,
say
she
it.
might have been wild in the sack. You never know. She might have come out in like a Hellraiser leather, like fucking outfit, but then she'd be like, I like to do it. I like to take control and do it from the front. You're like, what do you mean? Like,
Jay's worst fear.
dude, I almost had like, no. That almost happened. That almost something like that almost happened. And Mike was like, you should have gone, dude. That would have been experience. You're a pussy for not doing it. I'm like, I would have been dead on the back of a milk carton. All right. It would have been like 8mm. You would have heard about me. We were at karaoke bar, dude, years ago. And this weird couple, it was a guy and a girl, and the girl was hot. She was very smoky. I was out there. They were like, hey, you got a cigarette? And I'm like, yeah. And I gave them a cigarette. And then they all congregated around me and we were talking or whatever. And she's like, you're cute. You should come with us. We're going to the strip club later on. And then she was like being very, very aggressively sexual, And she like had like the piercings, the very goth looking, very goth. And then she had the guy with her was like a big burly dude that also was like very goth looking. Like, yeah, I felt like I swear to God, dude, I felt like I was in that scene in The Matrix when he was like, what do you think, Chanel? Should we take him with us? Like, and then Mike, I was like, no, I'm good. I was like, I'm here with my friend. I can't just leave. And they're like, oh, don't worry about it. We'll bring you back in the morning. And I'm like, no, I just don't think so. I was getting fucking corralled, dude.
Mind the Gap's onto something we've never thought of. They might have been vampires, dude.
Maybe. He was like, what you packing down, the little man? He's like, yeah, it's my heat seeker from like Blade. But then I told Mike about it. He's like, you're a pussy, dude. You should have gone. I would have.
I was so mad at you for not going.
That's fucking crazy, dude. Anyway, that almost did happen.
You said she was hot, and by the way, just
she was hot. She was very gothic hot.
Yeah, that's why I was mad at you. Disclaimer, by the way, about the married lady. Her husband hit her. Okay, so don't judge me. Don't judge me. Her husband.
I saved her with my 17-year-old cock. It was.
She
good.
called me the next day. She's like, my husband just threw a plastic Coke bottle at me in the NASCAR 5000, whatever it was, bathroom, and I was like, lady, this isn't my problem.
Yeah, she sounds disturbed. Let me go call the 17-year-old that I.
Yeah, I know, right? In retrospect, she was a fucking nutbag. But like, you know, at the time I was like, this is fucking cool. But yeah, so anyways, you know, enough. I feel like my
17-year-old fuckboy has gone through a couple of life experiences that I could dump this on. And maybe he has some good sound advice.
Yeah, I'm not trying to shoplift the pootie over here, okay? Calm down. My number 6 is gonna be High Tension, which it was that night. Very high
that shit
tension.
was tight.
Dude, this movie, it pisses a lot of people. Just the mere mention of this movie makes some people fucking mad because they hated the twist. And I get it, the twist sucked. But up until the twist in High Tension, also known as Haute Tension, because it's a French fucking movie, baguette. And it, dude, that was one of the meanest, gnarliest slashers for the first half of the movie I've ever seen in my life. The introduction to the killer was they pan out and this dude's in his van and he's like, oh yeah, oh. And like, dude, it pans down and he's giving himself head with a severed head of one of his victims, and then he just throws it out the window like a big gulp and drives away. I was like, this is gnarly, dude. And when he shows up to kill them, he's just scary as hell. Frightening slasher film, indeed.
Dude, I fucked my list up, but whatever.
What?
It doesn't matter. All right, my number 5 is The Recruit. All right, you can go suck a cock.
Oh, I love it. We're best friends.
No, I love The Recruit, dude. I do, but actually, I had it where I was gonna have The Last Samurai as number 5, and then I had switched School of Rock to number 7, and The Recruit was number 6. It doesn't matter though. We'll keep it the way that it was meant to be. So yes, I love The Recruit, obviously. Okay, and a lot of people are gonna get mad about this and be like, dude, what are you talking about? What crack cocaine have you put in your nose today, sir? And I was like, first off, you smoke that shit. You don't fucking snort it, okay? You idiot. You snort coke. Either way,
I would just don't do crack at all, probably.
Probably, yeah, you shouldn't do that. That's ridiculous, unless it's been a really hard week. The Recruit, though, at number 5, the reason why, again, I've explained briefly with Mike when we were talking about when he put it on his list at number 10. I think it's a very underrated movie, okay? I think it's got the good suspense to it. It's got a good twist to it. It's got amazing acting. A lot of people don't give it a chance. I think it's because it looks boring or something. Like, to be fair, the cover art leaves a lot to be desired. It looks boring as shit. But if you give it a chance, good times. Basic, the movie Basic is also a lot like that. A lot of people haven't seen Basic, and Basic came out this time. It was a great movie as well. It's on my honorable mentions list, but we've already talked about it, so I'm not going to go too far into detail. But The Recruit, if you get a chance, check it out. Now, I will say it kind of falls apart toward the latter half of the film. It kind of starts getting boring and repetitive. But the first 30 or 40 minutes of that movie, gold. Fucking gold, dude.
Yeah, this was a good time for Colin Farrell. SWAT was around this
Now,
time.
I love SWAT too.
Yeah, The Recruit was around this time. And
Yeah, Mr. Comb your head in that.
Yeah, Phone Booth was good too.
Mhm.
That was in last year's list for sure. My number 5, I hope some people have seen this. They may not have, but this was I think movies back then stuck to you a little bit more if it was just a random DVD you bought for like $5 somewhere and watched it. And that's what this movie was for me. And it was The Life of David Gale. I don't know if anybody fucking saw this.
Nobody saw that. That sounds like the gayest fucking Barnes and Noble's book.
Maybe not. And I don't even know. I don't even know if I would like it if I watched it today.
It sounds like some guy, your school counselor in high school, be like, you know what you should do? You should go to Barnes and Noble and pick up The Life of David Gale. It really explains a lot.
I know. But I'm telling you, one of the most surprising endings, and I don't know if you could call it a twist, but just a shockingly twist ending. It's Kevin Spacey, who, yeah, fucking put me on the cross, all right? But Kevin Spacey's a great fucking actor.
He is a great actor.
And you know what? He got acquitted of all that shit. Every single
And he's
one.
apparently homeless.
Yeah. Like he said that they overstated that. He said they took it. He's like, I'm fine. I have a home. I'm out here next to Benny.
Well, I mean, yeah,
I-65. But
cardboard boxes could be homes.
Regardless of any of that shit, that movie, dude, was fucking crazy. The end of it felt like when I watched Seven, also Kevin Spacey, by the way. When that movie ended and he did what he did, I was like, oh my fucking God. See, some people know what I'm talking about. It was a good movie, man. I gotta watch that again. I gotta dust off.
It probably is a good movie. I just think The Life of David Gale is like one of those things that you groan and roll your eyes when your 5th grade teacher's like, everyone has to read The Life of David Gale.
After you watch it right after the Andromeda strain in biology. Like, yeah, I get it. It does sound like that.
The Life of David Gale is on the syllabus. So make sure we all read that before the end of the year. And I'd like a report. I'm like, fucking shit.
It does. It does. It's like now the tale of Samuel Adams.
That's a good one. I'd read that. So my number 4 is going to be Hotness in Leather. We like to see it. Kate Beckinsale, Underworld. Wowzer. Okay, that's all you got to know about that. It's not gay at all. It's not gay at all. It's not gay. It's Kate Beckinsale in leather called Underworld. It's a great movie.
The first
it's an amazing.
The first one.
Yeah, it's the first one.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a vampire film. I like the idea. It's vampires versus werewolves because you always think that werewolves have been vampires, bitches, and the werewolves one day stood up like, nah, fuck it, and then they rise up against the vampires, and they have this whole ongoing war. And she's, oh my God, she's so smoking hot in that movie. And the whole thing
takes away from my enjoyment of her hotness, knowing that her husband's directing it, though. It makes me feel like I'm not supposed to watch.
He is cucking. He is a cuck, but it is what it is. Weird. But I will say, the whole well, we gotta seed this one guy with the werewolf DNA and the vampire DNA to make and then when that happened, I'm like, that's it. It just looks like he got a full body tattoo. He like black, he's inked out. I don't give a shit. That's it. When he transformed at the end of the movie, anyway, it's still a great goddamn movie. It's really and the guy that was in Can't Hardly Wait, Chip the Dealy, the bully guy with the red shirt.
Was he in that shit?
He's the fucking bitch that like is trying to suck up to the head vampire, and he's like trying to get Kate Beckinsale to keep him to himself.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I could never get into the movies, but I will say this, though I couldn't get into the movies. Finch had a song on that soundtrack called Worms of the Earth, and it was one of the fucking most hardest goddamn songs you'll ever hear in your life. If you're a fan of that kind of music, look up Finch, Worms of the Earth. Holy fuck, that thing will blow your dick.
And then the guy that played Davy Jones, I feel
Davy Jones's locker.
Well, no, I feel disrespect, but he's a great actor. The guy that played Davy Jones, I can't remember that guy's name, is the head vampire of the whole sect of the vampires in this movie, and he's great. Yeah, it's an amazing movie, dude. It's an absolute banger of a movie. And it's not one of those movies I would have been like right off the bat, be like, yeah, I'm gonna rent that and be like all about it. But no, it's good. It's really good.
Yeah, I get.
I think my dad loaned it to me, and he was like, it's great. It's a good vampire film, and I'm like, is the chick the only one in it? And he's like, no, there's other stuff. I was like, all right, I liked it. Then I was like, all right, well, as long as they share equal opportunities. Okay.
Did you ever watch any of the other movies? Did you get into the franchise at all?
The second one was okay. It went way off the rails. I think once they started doing the prequel shit, and then the second one was good. Then they fucked up. So I got into it, and then it went all. It just got stupid.
Speaking of stupid, my number 4 is a really stupid fucking movie, but god damn it, I love it. I do. It's called Grind. This fucking thing, dude. It's a skateboard movie. It's dumb as shit. It's kind of a shitty movie, but god damn, is it funny as hell. Sweet Lou, like when they go up, they look, you see it, they're like, "Where's Sweet Lou?" And you see the shadow, and he's in the thing. Or when they're in the van.
Sweet Lou cleans no man's poo.
Yeah. Or they're in the van and he puts on they want to listen to like their punk or whatever. He's like, "No, check this out, man. Check this out."
Poison don't need nothing but a good time.
He turns around, right? He's like, "Now listen."
Yeah, it's one of those weird like random video rentals that you would have done for whatever reason, because you were like pretending to be a skateboarder back in the day in 2003 and you would have rented it. But it is fucking good, dude.
Yeah, you ran out of episodes of Jackass and Bam Margera and you wanted something else to watch.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really funny. It's amazingly funny. Underrated. I'm actually surprised we've never done a commentary for it.
I know, dude. It's so fucking good. And it's got Adam Brody in it as well. He works at the chili stop.
Yeah.
He's like, sir, you finished the gut bomb. It looks like you've had a lot of it here. So did it take you that far into the burrito to realize that you had the wrong meal? It was the dude from Dodgeball too. That was just that one little scene. Yeah, Grind's funny as fuck, dude. If you like old dumb skateboard comedies like Out Cold and shit like that, and you never seen Grind, look it up, dude. It's fucking hilarious. It's like, I hate clowns, man.
Yeah, that's really good.
I gotta get a drinky poo. But what's your number 3? And I'll type it in while I.
My number 3 is that my daughter in there, Mystic River.
It's so sad, dude.
Daughter. It's not my daughter.
That was before Sean Penn was like, "I love black girls. I love them."
Yeah, dude. What a fucking insanely good movie, dude. Kevin Bacon, Sean Penn, and why can't I think of his name? You guys know what I'm talking about. The guy from Shawshank Redemption. What a goddamn powerhouse of a film. And then the ending to it, it always pissed me off because you knew it was going to happen, right? Because Sean Penn was emotionally compromised. He didn't see things clearly. And then Tim Robbins, thank you. He takes it out on one of his close friends, and the end, nothing happens, right? Because he's looking at it was kind of dope though. He's looking at Kevin. I don't want to spoil it because some people might not have seen it, but it was fucking good, dude. I don't know. Sean Penn definitely did he win Best Actor for that movie? I think if he didn't, he definitely deserved it, 100%. But yeah. Powerhouse performance. Yeah, Tim Robbins. Yep. Mike White's here. Mike White Jr. Who's that? I just know Mike White. But yeah, so Mystic River will be my number 3. Wait till I get to my number 2. You guys are gonna be like, yeah. Oh yeah, thank you, God Convoy. Clint Eastwood directed it. Another fucking film that Clint Eastwood like completely brought to us with his own amazing directorial powers, right? What a great director Clint Eastwood is, dude. Like, not only did he do Mystic River, $1 Million Baby is also insanely good. What else did he did? Another big one too. Nothing is over. That's right, Mike White. Jamaican Red. Hey, Zach Hurt. I had no idea. Now I need to see it. What? Oh, Gran Torino. Gran Torino's good. I'm trying to think of it. There, Unforgiven. Didn't he direct Unforgiven? I could be wrong. I don't think he directed that, or did he? Did he direct Unforgiven? I don't know. He did High Plains Drifter. Oh shit, yeah, he did. Oh, dude, yes. Okay, High Plains Drifter. Dude, that's the thing. Right now, I'm getting back all into the Western films because I'm playing Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah,
so
Red Dead will do it to you.
Yeah, dude. High Plains Drifter is fucking awesome. Pale Rider is awesome. Outlaw Josie Well is insane. Have you ever seen these?
I've seen Outlaw Josie Wales. I've not seen High Plains Drifter.
Pale Rider.
I've seen Pale Rider.
Two Mules for Sister Sarah.
Sister Sarah, yeah.
That's a good one too.
Dude, yeah, some of those are great. Is High Plains Drifter good?
Fuck
is
yeah,
that
dude.
Eastwood one?
Yeah. Like I said, that's what I'm saying. Like, obviously,
that's a great fucking movie. It's there, JT.
Perfect World is great too. Yeah, he directed that as well. We were talking about the powerhouse performances that Clint Eastwood has directed, and like they're all good. They're all. I don't think he's done really one bad one.
Oh, I forgot he did Mystic River. Oh well, he did the Jersey Boys movie, which I never gave a fuck about.
That
I
was
don't
a
know
good
if it's
movie,
bad or
too.
not. Trouble with the Curve was boring. Was boring as shit. The Justin Timberlake one about the baseball guy. I watched it once. It was fine, but yeah, Clint Eastwood, like Mel Gibson, great fucking director.
Yeah, you just didn't have the controversies of Mel. But I will,
which is surprising. if you
dude,
think about
but
it.
you know what? But well, yeah, that is. Well, he's like I left Hollywood where they could record me. So who knows what he says in old Nebraska, wherever
He's
he
like,
lives.
I got drunk. Clint Eastwood's like, I got just as drunk.
you
and
know-
racist as Mel ever did? I just never got caught.
Well, I just
That's
say
right.
turn on the camera and let him go. No, you know what's funny is they you know, people have always had like this dream cast with him and John Wayne. That was always a big thing because John Wayne was the epitome of a cowboy, which I thought John Wayne's a little overrated. I got to be honest with you. I never liked his movies. He's a cool cowboy. I just never got into him. But there was at that time, there was people like saying, why didn't Clint Eastwood ever do a movie with John Wayne? And Clint Eastwood kind of said, he's like, John Wayne thought I was below him. He was like, nah. He's like, I'm not doing it. I don't really give a fuck who you are. That's kind of like how the vibe that came off from John Wayne to Clint Eastwood. That's why it didn't happen. He was like, I'm John Wayne. You're a nobody. I don't want to work with you. Like you're trying to be pushed onto me, and I don't want that.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. A lot of testosterone between those dudes. Hey, I got a couple people here. I saw Janae in here earlier. What's up, Janae? It's good to
Mike
see
White's
you.
here too.
That's what I was. Yeah, that's exactly what I was getting at. I saw Janae was in here. I see Colton in here. What's up, dude?
You Fortnite fucker. Where have you been? God damn.
I've not been
dude.
in any of the beer chugs. Mike White, I did shit after the pizza, but it wasn't a bad shit. Not that I can recall. I've been taking a probiotic, so the chili hot dog pizza, and I barely ate any of it because that shit was nasty. I love you guys. It's good to see all of you.
Dude, I read that when you pulled that up because I guess my eyes are going. I thought it said, Mike, did you shit yay after the pizza? Yay. Yay, though thou did eat that pizza. Did thou
Yeah,
shit?
I shit Kanye West into my toilet. It's exactly what happened. That was the worst.
I guess the turds were shaped like a swastika, wasn't they?
Harder, better, faster, stronger. All right, my number 3 is going to be, and I know this has got to be on Jay's list, got to be TCM03. Turner Classic Movies 2003.
Why don't you shake the feelings of my fucking mouth?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003 is my number 3. Underrated, man. And that's like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. 2003 was kind of a shit fucking year. Especially since I already made a 2002 list and it was way fucking better.
Way better.
And then you go look at 2003 and it's kind of slim pickings.
It's like everybody's like, oh yeah, you guys remember that fucking movie Seabiscuit? Tobey Maguire. Seabiscuit.
There were so many shitty movies like that.
Dude, I remember in 03, that's all everyone talked about is Tobey Maguire and that fucking horse. I'm like, yeah, it's great. I don't want to watch that shit. I don't care. I live in Kentucky. I don't give a fuck about that racing horse.
Yeah, dude.
Seabiscuit. Seabiscuit. Everybody was like, yeah, I love the Kentucky Derby. Seabiscuit. Oh, like, shut up. You don't want to watch that.
I saw a commercial the other day during football and it was like the heart of a champion. And they were talking about a fucking horse. I was like, dude, it's breeds. That's why you charge like 10 grand to let your horse fuck another horse. Like they're horses. They're doing that because you're hitting with a crop. Like, anyways,
well, yeah,
I don't get the whole thing, but yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, dude. We've talked about it a billion times. There's nothing left to say. It should have never been good. It should have been a big old piece of hot shit. But the thing about the mid 2000s was movies like this and High Tension, they were nasty, gnarly grindhouse movies. And Platinum Dunes had something special, and everybody kind of shit on it when it came out. But it was
Didn't
actually
Michael
really
Bay
good
produce that?
Yeah, he did. He also produced the Friday 13th 2009, but he walked out of the screening because there was too much titties in it. He didn't like all the titties in the fucking, which is so weird. You would never expect. But
I'd rather see a big cock sandwich in my face rather than some big old boobies. It's great.
Yeah, that dude's like, oh, your tits are so juicy, bro. And Michael Bay was like, I've had enough of this movie I paid to produce. But yeah, Turner Classic Movies 03.
Yep. Well, I guess there's nothing else to discuss. That's be my number 2. That'd be my number 2 there, matey, on the high seas of the movie. Yeah, it's TCM2. I'm burping. I'm not pausing for effect. It is a great goddamn movie. You also have Jessica Biel with one of the greatest ass shots of all time with them jeans. Okay, we get an angle for, you know, as she's walking toward the house, which by the way on its own looks great, but that ass, wow. It's great, dude. I think it's the standard for horror movies if you're going to remake it and how to remake it right.
Yeah. Couldn't agree more. By the way, I told you I went to American Eagle the other day, bought some pants. It was time. I needed some pants. And I tried those Amazon Basics jeans. Don't do it. They're fucking terrible.
Yeah, Amazon Basics sucks.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. Those things are like putting on sandpaper.
Yeah.
But yeah, I came home and I put on my jeans and I was like proud of myself. I was like, I got jeans. I was like, and I made a mistake. I made the joke for my wife and my daughter. I said, like Sydney Sweeney, I've got great jeans. And they didn't think it was funny.
I thought it was funny.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Support.
Thanks, man. That's what
I have to go pee again. God
okay.
damn it.
Go pee. We already talked about the movie. I'm going to talk about it anyway. It's X-Men 2. I know we talked about how it was overrated, but I've always thought it was a little bit overrated, but I still paint it highly. And here's why. I don't mind the overdone Wolverine shit. Like, I think that Wolverine he's my favorite X-Men character, and I love the X-Men. So I dug all the Wolverine stuff in there. And specifically when they went back to Weapon X, Snicky, and they actually had the scene with all the stickers on him and shit, and he comes out and has to protect the school when everybody's gone, was a fucking great scene. It was a great scene. And I also don't like the fact that they really fucked Cyclops and just killed him off like he was fucking nothing. And there's stuff about the movie I don't like, but Brian Cox was a great villain. And I just really enjoyed the Weapon X shit, like so fucking much. So I still hold X2 in a high regard, despite, once again, like Jeepers Creepers 2, the director being a huge piece of shit human being. The movie still had some great shit. And I give it a little bit more credence too, because this is 2003. You know, this was before X-Men, Spider-Man, Raimi Spider-Man. Go see Send Help. It was fucking awesome. It was fucking awesome. Go see it. Besides Sam Raimi and Spider-Man, the X-Men was like they really brought the superhero shit forth. I don't think they get enough credit for that with the movies and the stuff that they did. And X2 was a little better than X1. And it raised the stakes. If that movie had sucked shit, it could have really tanked it all. But they did a great job with it. So I still liked it a lot. No, I know JT Scott was killed off in 3. Everyone was fucking killed off in 3, though. But they started planting the seeds. You know what I mean? It was Famke Janssen that was killed off, right? And then Scott was all depressed in the 3rd one. So yeah, I got a little bit confused there, but that's what I meant. But yeah, and you know, dude, I don't hate. I get a lot of shit for this. I do not hate The Last Stand. The Last Stand sucks as far as what they were supposed to do. It's kind of like Halloween Ends. What it was supposed to be, it was not that all. But The Last Stand's entertaining as fuck. While I hate it that they killed off Professor Xavier, that scene was so fucking badass, dude. When Wolverine's crawling through the walls and Jean Grey's losing her shit because she can't figure out what to order at Taco Bell. And like he's fucking crawling across. That was so intense. And then Professor Xavier disappears in that sand. That shit was intense. And for me, while it made for a shitty movie, it felt like a huge comic book event. That's why I liked it, because it felt like one of those comic books that you would buy when you were a kid that had like on the cover, like Professor X is dead or whatever. Like I remember the one with Superman and Lois. It was like the wedding is off. It felt like one of those. That's why I liked it. Not a good film, but I enjoyed it. D. Mitch, you enjoyed the fuck out of Primate, dude. I wish I was seeing it again for the first time. Hey, how was your pee-pee?
It was good. I pulled on my wiener and pee came out. It was great.
One day it won't, and you'll miss it.
Yeah, it's called getting old. Fuck, we're all going there. So your number 2 was X-Men 2?
Had it rather high. I did.
Overrated. Oh, no, I'm kidding. Some people do like that a lot.
I get
it's a great movie.
It's overrated too.
Then why did you put it at number 2?
Because I like it, bitch.
Oh my God, you
How about
whore.
that?
You fucking whore. All right.
I'm not a product of your system, man.
My number 1. We all knew this was coming, Pete. We all knew this was coming. Hey, first off, how about you not put, the surprise up before I'm done explaining what's going on? Because that would be cool. That would be cool. No, it's called Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. The Return of the King. That's right, bitch. Bow down and respect it. You bow to no one. You can go fuck yourself and suck a hobbit dick if you don't like that, Mike. Okay, I don't give a shit. It's a great goddamn movie. You know what? You can just type all you want. The return of more people walking, and you know what? They walk to fucking freedom for all the land. That's what they did. They walked for freedom, and they took down goddamn Mordor. They took down Saruman. And yes, did fucking Elijah Wood look super gay at Samwise Gamgee when he went Sam? Yes, super homosexual, but I don't care. Everything else about that fucking movie was stellar, badass, amazing. Viggo Mortensen was crazy good. He's like, I do not feel death, huh?
It's funny because when I was doing these lists both times, because there was one in 2002 as well, I saw it and I literally went in my head, well, I could skip that one.
I'm telling you, man, listen, maybe it's not your cup of tea, all right? But if you give it a chance, if you like I'm telling you, it will drag your titties in and you will be a part of it then. At that point, you will be part of the greatest story, one of the greatest stories ever told on film. There's a reason why this motherfucker got 10 nominations and won 10 awards at the Academy. All right, maybe it's not as good as Sinners because that's the greatest movie ever made, apparently. But it is a masterpiece, and you gotta be on. Listen, dude, fucking Randy Jackson's in my fucking head. The guy, the director. Who's the director?
Peter
Jackson. Fucking shithole. Goddamn. Fucking Randy Jackson's.
What the fuck happened to him, by the way?
He got fat and he just decided he decided to stop doing things. No, I don't know. Well, you know what? There was rumors that Peter Jackson was interested a long time ago of bringing Halo to the big screen and giving it the treatment like Lord of the Rings, which would have been phenomenal. They even had gone as far as like creating pre-production props and shit. They were already ready to go, and then the studios were like, "We're not going to pump that much money into it," and he's like, "Fuck it." But at least he was like going to give it the benefit of the doubt. Like Peter Jackson saw the potential in Halo. If they had hit when the iron was hot with Halo, it could have been our generation Star Wars.
Did he direct that shitty fucking Hobbit movie we watched in 3D?
No, I don't think Peter Jackson did that one.
Okay. Did he do the shitty fucking show that came out on Amazon?
I don't think he did that one.
I don't know what the fuck he's been doing. He seems like he disappeared. He did that shitty King Kong fucking movie though. I know.
Well, yeah, I mean, we all have strikeouts, okay? Alien 3 from your favorite buttfucker director. I mean, we all have.
I didn't know he even directed it.
We all have troubled days, okay? Sometimes this road is a little bit broken to get to glory. But either way,
shitty Hobbit movie, by the
way. I was trying to avoid that one, but thank you for telling tales outside of school. But either way, listen, Lord of the Rings, Return of the King was everything. That was a 3.5 hour film, and I remember watching every bit of that in the theater and holding my pee in, which you guys know it's hard. I had to walk out like a penguin because I had held it in so long because I wanted to. Every moment was great. Every fucking moment was great.
I bet it was.
No, dude, as far as that year goes, without a doubt, it's the best fucking movie of that year, without a doubt.
I bet.
Oh, fuck you, dude. Go read about the life of David Gale. Tell me about it. Go read about that and tell me about that.
No, actually, my number one is The Return of the King. I watched it last night, and I'm just kidding.
You watched it?
No, I didn't watch it.
Oh, I was excited for a second.
I watched Old School.
No.
Old School's my
you fucker. I feel like bamboozled, like Colin Farrell in The Recruit. I feel bamboozled.
That would have been a really cool.
You were
right. I watched it. It was great.
Yeah, it'd be like if my dad came back from getting cigarettes and milk. I'd be like, "Oh, wow, you actually came back."
No, it's Old School, and I get it. Like like again, these lists are not. We're not saying that these are the best movies, but they're our favorite movies. And to me, a movie like Old School, a movie like what's the other one that I always get Dodgeball, shit like that. They don't exist anymore. They're literally relics of the past. Maybe Scary Movie 6 can save us. Save me, Tom Cruise. I don't know. But like they're relics of the past. So I appreciate them even more than I do other movies. And to me, Old School, just like Forgetting Sarah Marshall, I've probably seen it 1,000 fucking times. Yeah. It never fucking gets old. That fucking Sean William Scott's like, he's like, I like you. Or Will Ferrell's like, I like you, but you're crazy. Because he's like, oh shit, you just got shot in the fucking net with a dart. That seems fucking great.
That is awesome. Yes,
yeah, that's what it was.
Yes.
Or when Will Ferrell tries to return the toaster, and he's like, yeah, you got me this for my wedding. He's like, oh, he's like, I hope you like it. He's like,
honey, do you think that KFC is open?
With the singer singing, he's like, turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit lonely. And then he starts cussing.
I really fucking need you tonight.
Yeah.
And he's like,
I fucking need you more than
he's
ever.
like, what?
And he's like,
for this.
He didn't say, did he? Yeah, he did. And dude, that movie's endlessly fucking funny. So,
What was
yeah,
it? What was he kept on trying to return that wedding gift? Was it like a toaster?
It was like an oyster toaster. Yeah.
It was something stupid. He's like, oh yeah. He's like, hey, I gave you this for your wedding. This is a wedding present. Oh yeah. I don't know what happened. That's weird. Sorry. Yeah. It's a great fucking movie. As far as those old school comedies, like, yeah, you're right. They'll probably never come back. They'll probably never come back because everyone's too fucking butthurt and sensitive today to have some jokes.
It even had fucking Jeremy Piven in it because he shows up and they're all hung over and he was like, oh, I remember you. He's like, cheese. He's like, cheese. He's like, yeah, I'm the dean. It's so fucking good, man. I love it. I love it long time. And there were so many fucking people in that movie too. Just little scenes. Andy Dick was even in that movie.
Yeah,
he's not doing well.
Surprised they could pull him away from his needles. But yeah,
fucking hell. There was a lot of people in that movie.
What are we gonna go in there with? Water balloons. Oh. I like, you know what? I like in the army now, so I don't give a shit.
Yeah, he was also pretty funny in Employee of the Month. It was like ding ding, turkey's done.
The thing about Andy Dick is actually really funny, and he's got good comedic timing, and he's a good character actor. But the problem is he surrounds himself with fucking losers that pull him down.
Yeah,
I watched the
like
podcast. Well, no, there was a podcast that came out a couple of years ago when he went on Tiger Belly, which was it's a podcast run by Bobby Lee, and he was fucking gone, dude. Like he was just not there, and it sucked because Bobby Lee was actually friends with him, and he brought this douchebag with him. Some young guy that thought he was like too hot for school. He was like, yo, Andy's been staying with, like, it was just, and then Bobby Lee's like, who the fuck is this? Why'd you bring this guy over here? Like it was just, and then Andy Dick excused himself to go to the bathroom and he came back high as a kite. So yeah, I mean, it was, it's a sad truth about it. Apparently he's doing a documentary. You know, that guy I was telling you about a couple of weeks ago, the guy that hangs out at LAX airport and like ambushes celebrities. Like, what's up, man? Tries to act like their friend. Apparently he ran into Andy Dick and he was like sitting against some random building in the middle of the night, just hanging out with homeless people. And he was like talking to him, and he had a camera crew around him. Apparently he's doing a documentary.
Yeah, I'm not surprised at all. Some of those people just need to get the fuck away from Hollywood. But I got to I have to play as long as this as I can play without us getting in trouble.
Well, I guess deep down I'm feeling a little confused. I don't feel different. We're out at the Olive Garden for dinner. Lovely. And,
lovely.
I happened to look over at a certain point during the meal and see a waitress taking an order, and I found myself wondering what color her underpants might be.
It's fair.
Her panties.
Her underoos.
Odds are they're probably basic white cotton underpants. But I started thinking, well, maybe they're silk panties. Maybe it's a thong. Maybe it's something really cool that I don't even know about, And I started feeling.
Don't judge me.
What? Well, I thought we were in the trust tree in the nest. Are we not?
Oh, dude, I swear, I still use that to this day. I forget that it's called the trust tree, but I call it the circle of trust, like from Meet the Parents. But I do that too. Like, you'll say something to your wife that you probably shouldn't have said. But like, I just want to be honest with you. I think that the homemade pizza that you attempted last night was one of the nastiest things that I've ever experienced in my life. And I almost vomited up 3 meals that I had from 30 years ago because it was so bad. I was pulling in vomit from past lives. And then she's like, you said you liked it. I'm like, I thought we were in the circle. It's so good though. It's so good.
Yeah, and like when she comes out to his car and he's working on the car, and like he's listening to like "Here I Go Again" on my own. He's like, I'm just working on the Thunderbird.
When my bitch ass ex-ho, who's like the slut queen of the neighborhood, when all that shit went down, I felt like that scene when he was like, yeah, man, gotta keep on trucking. And then when he's walking away at the graveyard, he goes, almost like the White Snake song comes on. Here I go again. I was like, yeah, it's good. It's a good time. Good time. By the way, that really did happen about that homemade pizza. April tried to make a burger pizza. You know, like how Domino's had their thing going on for a while where that you could get a burger pizza or a taco pizza. So she's like,
remember we ate that after we watched all the Exorcist movies together.
The burger pizza
we got it from Papa John's though.
But it was good. It was amazing.
Yeah.
I wish it had stuck. Yeah, it was good though. But it was not good with what she attempted. And I feel like what she tried to do was poison and kill.
This is a true story.
No, I just said this is based on real events. What I'm just saying. It's based on real events
right now, right?
Hopefully. The door is shut and I'm trying to be quiet.
One day, dude. One day.
What happened is she was making it and she put like burger sauce on the pizza, you know, like that shit you can buy at Walmart, like it's supposed to be Big Mac sauce to make it have a burger flavor, and for whatever reason, mixing with the dough that she was making and a combination of the heat and the smell that was coming out of that kitchen, I turned fucking green. I've never felt that sick in my life, dude. It felt like every hangover I've ever had combined into one moment. And I was like, God damn, I got mad. I was like, what the fuck is that smell? And she's like, what? I'm like, what the fuck is that smell? It smells like open sewer. It smelled like hot garbage juice at Disney World. Like it was like
baby, I'm cooking.
No, it was like, and she's like, what, the pizza? I was like, that's what you're fucking making? And she's like, yeah, it's the homemade pizza. I'm like, I can't eat that. And she's like, what? You said you would try it. I was like, I cannot eat that.
Did you eat it?
I touched my tongue to it, and like that was enough, dude. It felt like I literally had put my tongue. I felt like I put my tongue in a socket of electricity. It was enough to spark it. And then she was all like, she started, and I was like, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm really not. Like, I mean, you're a good cook, but this is not it. This is a wrong move. This was a bad day. We all have those. And I was like, I just can't eat that. And she's like, she got emotional about it. I'm like, calm down. I'm not saying like it's not. And then I was like, all right, listen, maybe my words were too strong. I was just trying to be honest because I thought we were like an honest relationship. Communication is key. So obviously that's not true. I'll lie to you next time and say that it sounds and smells great.
Hey, listen, man, chat will give you shit for this, but on this one, I will not, because here's the thing. I like to try weird shit, like in the kitchen. Like I like to do weird stuff. I like weird spices. I get bored with the everyday stuff, and I cook a lot. Right. So like, I like to switch. I want to try something that's going to, make me feel alive. 3 out of 10 times I will literally give it to Katie and be like, and I will make her a separate plate that's like a normal fucking pork chop or whatever the fuck. Right? But whatever cool new thing I'm trying, I'll make it, because I know the kids aren't going to eat it because kids are kids. But like I'll make it and I'll be like, try it, see if you like this one or not. And 3 out of 10 times she's like, that tastes like a hooker's asshole. And it's disgusting.
I was like, how would you know that, you slut? Tell me that.
And I'm like, I don't get offended by it. I expect it.
Yeah.
So like, but I guess there is a certain thing though. Like if a woman cooks you food,
listen,
and you deny it, it's like a stigma. But like, I don't get offended if somebody.
Listen, I know that I am aware that my voice may come off as a conceited prick, and that's maybe what happened right there. Like, I am above this. Thank you for attempting to ruin my appetite with your poor attempts at cooking.
Careful.
But dude, this was like, I felt like Casper had fucking gut punched me in the goddamn worst way, and I didn't see it coming. I've never had that. It was just this illness. Like, it was like I could smell brimstone in the devil. Like, it was just ill. And I'm like, I cannot eat that shit. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be. But I guess I have a problem with the way I try to come off as I'm trying to come off as genuine, but I know that my voice may sound like I'm not. So I have to try to adjust things to make it seem like I'm not trying to be like an asshole. But apparently I have an asshole voice when I'm trying to explain to you that is vile shit that you're trying to shovel into my fucking mouth. And I don't want to eat it because I don't want to fucking vomit. I hate vomiting and I don't want to do that. That's what I wanted to say. But anyway, it was a never again. And she was like, yeah, it was that burger sauce. And I think it was whatever they make that shit with.
Yeah.
Is like fucking like if you collected the hot juices of Disney World that cooks in the sun, the garbage juice, and you put it in a fucking bottle. That's what it fucking smelled like.
Jay was like, it smells like Bigfoot's dick.
I did. I was like, what? It smells like garbage juice. Straight garbage juice.
Now here's the thing about that though. I will also say, not in your corner. Sometimes you don't know good culinary art.
That's
like,
not true. I know when someone's trying to poison me, and that's what it smelled like.
To be fair, when we were growing up, my mom would make some fire shit. And it would be fucking delicious. And you and Cody would be like, this is disgusting, Mom. I'm not eating this shit. I'm like, I'll take theirs. Thank you.
Her fried salmon patties tasted like burnt carpet. What the fuck are you talking about? It tastes like old goddamn dried out rotten fish. And you're like,
oh, ketchup.
Well, you know what? I didn't know that you were dead inside. And you know what? You weren't getting a proper meal at your own house. So you had to come and eat fucking, a raccoon's ass that her salmon patties taste like.
Mom will be like, now there's a boy who appreciates a home cooked meal. And I'm like, thanks.
There's a boy that's not getting fed at home. That you know what? That's a boy that's not getting fed at home. So
maybe that's true, Jay. Maybe that's true. Maybe my dad his idea of cooking me a meal was to put a cigarette out at my tongue.
Oh my God. That? What are you, fucking Bender from Breakfast
That's
Club?
what I was doing. That's what I was doing.
This is what happens when you spill paint in the garage. No, I
hey, Johnny.
I like salmon, but I hate what Mom made, that fried salmon pat. It was some of the worst shit. I hated that goddamn garbage. And she's like, honey, put it on a sandwich and put some mustard on it. It's good. I'm like,
I liked it.
I was like, Mom, you like buttermilk. What? I'm not going to take advice from you for like something that tastes good.
Buttermilk's fucking disgusting.
She lied to me when I was a kid. She's like, oh yeah, honey, have some buttermilk. It's so good. It tastes like a milk sack. No, it tasted like shit shake. It was a shit shake. It was curdled. It was rotten milk. Buttermilk is rotten milk.
It's disgusting. She did one time sell me a bag. She gave me this bowl of it was fruit salad. It was fruit salad, is what she called it. And I was like, oh shit, this looks awesome. It was like pineapple and grapes and shit like that. Like fruit cock, but it was like mixed with like, I thought it was like marshmallow. And I think I think she put like mayonnaise in that shit.
That's like she put some weird shit. You don't ever trust that salad. Nope.
Yeah, I fought my way through it though, because she was like, "Oh, it's fattening. Oh my god, it's so fattening." And I was like, "That's not what I want to hear. I'm already tubby. Don't you see me?"
Mom like tubby. That. Yeah, she'd be like, "Honey, Mom would make you oatmeal for breakfast," and she'd be like, "Okay, I'm gonna make you some breakfast for school." Like, all right, thanks, Mom. And she'd get oatmeal. It's already sugared up, right? She'd drop a whole fucking stick of goddamn butter in that bitch. She'd drop a whole fucking stick, and then she'd pour milk in it, like full milk, and then mix all that shit up. Be like, "Here you go." You felt like you just ate like 3 pounds of fucking granite rock.
No, that to be fair,
she's like, have a good day. You had to shit before you even left the car when when you got dropped off at school. You already had to poop.
I learned some shit after I got married that I did not know, by the way. Like, I thought my entire life, I don't know why, but I thought those fucking, like, every meal, which is weird because my dad was like a food dude, like he was like a restaurant manager and shit like that.
Yeah.
But like every single meal I had, if we had spinach, it was canned spinach out of the can, dropped on a thing, peaches from a can, pure cocktail syrup peaches. I thought I was eating healthy peaches, so I was like, I'll just eat the fuck out of these because these are healthy. Those things are dipped in literal fucking syrup.
Yeah.
Corn just covered in butter. When I started to try to lose weight when I was like 19 or whatever, or try to like get healthy because I got dumped because I gained some weight because I was eating a lot of beefaroni. You put some hot sauce in beefaroni, fucking delicious.
It is. That is good.
But yeah, I was on the same
hot sauce
diet.
and bean dip. If you try that,
oh yeah, oh, fuck, I'll just eat straight out of the fucking can.
Mix that shit up. Yep.
But like, yeah, dude, my diet when I lived on my own for the first time was wild. I was on the Save-A-Lot diet, and I would make like 4 of those little hash browns in the morning and dip them bitches in ranch sauce, and then like eat some beefaroni with some like hot sauce in it. And I picked up like 30 pounds in like a year. And I came home fat as fuck.
What are you fucking like? Yeah, it sounds like Tommy Boy.
I know. I bought a Men's Health magazine from the store, and I started to learn about nutrition for the first time. And then I was like,
Men's magazine was like, don't dip your tater tots in ranch.
No, but there was other shit I didn't know. I was like, I've been being poisoned my whole fucking life. I've been eating canned fucking fruit cocktail, thinking I was eating healthy.
Listen, like Mom was a great cook, but growing up and eating her food, it's like I survived the gauntlet of life, so I'm ready for anything that comes my way. I should have died 16 times based on what she fed us, but we made it. We made it through.
Those peaches were good though. They were fucking good. I probably couldn't even swallow a single one today.
Yeah,
but Yeah, I'm on a diet right now, though. I'm trying to diet. I had a can of tuna today.
That sounds disgusting and sad.
That was fucking gross. But I put some mayonnaise in that bitch.
That's gross as fuck, dude. That's nasty.
Tuna and mayonnaise is good.
No, fucking gross ass
It was light
bitch.
mayonnaise.
Did you get Miracle Whip?
No, fuck Miracle Whip, dude. I'm a real mayonnaise.
Fuck
guy.
you. Miracle Whip is the only goddamn whip.
Nasty.
You're nasty.
That shit's nasty.
No, your breath is. That's ridiculous.
Peaches come from a can. They were put there by a man.
Dude,
well, here's the thing.
I didn't even know there was ever any other mayonnaise except Miracle Whip. That's all we had in our house, and I love Miracle Whip. And it's like, you should get Duke's or whatever the fuck that shit's called. I was like, that tastes like garbage, and it did. Miracle Whip is the only true mayonnaise.
Miracle Whip's fucking disgusting, bro.
It's not, bro.
You know why I'm fat? It's not food.
Well, the beer, yeah, obviously that's going to make
this
anybody
guy.
chunky. Yeah, we're
It's
chunky
this
boys.
golden, delicious can of delight right here.
You know what? I'm living my best life. You all can go fly a kite.
I gotta pee.
All right.
I gotta pee.
On that note, let's leave it there.
Bye.
Bye, guys. All right. Shelly, why are you saying miracle? Like, you're all making like faces at it. That's the only miracle. Like, listen, that's the only mayonnaise. It's not gross. It's good. Tea Drinker says I drink too much soda. Oh, well, yeah, that'll get you too. Is Miller better than Coors? Here's the thing, Carlos. For whatever reason, Coors Light gives, like, without a doubt, if I drink Coors Light, I'm going to have a hangover. You can mark that shit down in Reading. It's going to happen. I'm going to have a hangover without a doubt. There's nothing that can stop it. Miller Lite, a little bit smoother, a little bit easier. I don't get a hangover. I don't get a hangover off Michelob Ultra. I don't. It's the superior light beer. But Coors Light for show, hangover. Bud Light, medium hangover, not as bad. But something about Coors Light is like too. It's got like a bite to it. I know people are like, that sounds like a pussy. That Coors Light's got a bite to it. It does, though. D-Mitch says Coors is better. Yeah, I mean, if you have nothing to do the next day, I mean, Coors it tastes good, and I like that the little mountains get blue and that way it lets you know it's cold. That's cool. Kyle says I just watched first Lord of the Rings extended, holy long but good. Yeah, dude. Listen, Lord of the Rings trilogy is it's not the best trilogy. It's one of the best trilogies ever put to film. It just is. And the extended cut, I remember when those came out, I bought all of them. I watched the extended cut, right, back to back to back, and then I watched the commentary with the extended cut. It was sexual good times. So yeah, it's long, but it's worth it. There's a lot of details that are left out.
That's what he says to all the ladies.
Long schlong.
You can take it. You can handle it.
Anyhow,
he's got a big dick.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Mike's
tastes
like
good too.
We're like the Steiner brothers. He's like Rick, and I'm like Scott. That's Big Papa Cock right there.
Oh me. Shall we get to the chat and see what you morose motherfuckers are saying?
Shall
we?
Shall
we? We will start with the Stream Elementos. On the Stream Elementos, these are people who can send their super chats without YouTube taking 30% with their fat, greedy fucking hands.
And by the way, I know that sounds like a bitch thing that we always bring up, but it's true though, guys. Like, listen, if you give us $1, even and we're appreciative of every super chat that's given to us. Literally, YouTube comes in and takes 30%. Yeah. 30 cents of that dollar is going to YouTube.
Yeah. So, and with this, you can do it through PayPal or whatever you want to. So, but don't worry if you're.
But it sounds ooey. I don't like talking about it either. It's ooey gooey.
It's just if you're comfortable doing super chats, fucking do super chats. Totally cool. We totally get it. But yeah, this is just another way, another route, as you should say, that you can do. It's weird because like we never do 2 streams a week anymore. So like I keep getting confused about where we are in the timeline. But here we are.
Yeah, there you go.
Brian Cruzel. Hello, guys. Which movie will gross more? What? No.
What?
You said, oh, you scared me. Brian Cruzel says, which movie will gross more, Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat 2? Which movie will be better? Also, favorite fighting game character.
Good question. We like that, Brian. We like that, Brian. Good, solid 1-2 punch. I think that I got to be honest. I think MK2 is going to gross more than Street Fighter. Street Fighter looks cool and all. The trailer wasn't that bad. I know that some people didn't like it, but it'll do well enough. I think MK2 is going to beat it out just because Carl Urban, the Johnny Cage angle, and also Mortal Kombat. It's a hotter property in my opinion right now. It just is. And I do think it's going to be better. I think it'll be a better movie. Favorite fighting game character, I think. I know this is, dude. I've always loved Reptile from Mortal Kombat. I thought Reptile was badass. I love the green color scheme. I know it wasn't like that. It wasn't that amazing, right? In Mortal Kombat 1, he was a secret character, but I thought he was cool as shit. I always loved Reptile.
Yeah, it's tough, dude, because Street Fighter looks really cool from the little clip they put out. It looks strange. We have to see a full trailer before you really know, but it's got a fun edge to it. It could be special. It could also be dog shit. I'm going to go Mortal Kombat 2 as well, though, because the first Mortal Kombat that came out, it had it was during COVID. So it was straight to, whatever. And this time they got Carl Urban. So I think Mortal Kombat 2, if I had to guess, is going to do better. Unless Street Fighter rocks shit and has great word of mouth, because then I think people will really go see it. Yeah. But favorite fighting game character, I just say Johnny Cage off the top. But
he's a good one.
I'm actually, and that's my go-to with Mortal Kombat. Because it feels cool. It feels like you're Batman fighting other superheroes. It
feels like you're Van Damme, who was supposed to be in that game.
Exactly. That would do that. Could you imagine him?
Dude, you imagine if Van Damme had just put down the coke pipe for 5 seconds and just stopped being coked out and been like, you know what? They want to make a video game around me in my black trunks from Bloodsport. And it's going to be Johnny Cage's show. Holy shit, dude. You imagine how much of a trajectory that his career would have taken that was different.
Could have changed everything, honestly. But I'm going to go with the smaller of the two guys in Final Fight, just because that doesn't get enough love.
Cody,
the smaller of the two guys, not the big dude. But
you got to put respect on that. That's Haggard.
Love Haggard. But
well, there's Cody, there's Haggard, there's Ken.
Oh well, shit! I thought there was just two.
Well, there are. I mean, you could go with Cody. That's fine. I know who you're talking about, but
my memory
Ken he's in his karate gi. He didn't really get introduced till Final Fight 2 anyway.
I was like that with all the games. I really like to go with the more human character. It's felt more realistic to me in all of them.
Dude, why the fuck haven't we got a Final Fight movie?
That'd be so dope, dude.
It's so easy to make. It really is.
Yeah. That'd be fucking awesome. Courtney. Damn, Jay. They just announced the New York Giants owner is in the Epstein files. Freak boy.
That's not, I mean, just because I like them don't mean that I was a part of the fucking, situations. I don't know that motherfucker.
I saw something about that today, too. It's hard to tell who's actually in the thing because so much fake stuff comes out. Like, it's like fucking
Listen,
shit.
I think that if they released the entirety of the Epstein files, you'd be shocked at who would be in that. I think every political power juggernaut, not just politics, celebrities, CEOs, everybody, like the biggest of the big names would be in that list. And that's why it's going to be hidden and it's going to be redacted. You're never going to see it.
Here's the thing, dude. And this is what pisses me the fuck off. And a dead ass serious, like no jokes. It's fucking embarrassing. If those files meant anything, if we're a fucking human society who has any honor whatsoever as human beings, if those files have existed and the government's had them and they haven't gone out and arrested these fucking people, what the fuck does that say about us?
Well,
fuck everything and let it all goddamn burn.
Well, that's why I don't watch, like I mentioned it before, when you have these big moments on the Congress floor where they're like screaming at each other and like, you are guilty of trafficking. I can't believe it. And you used the money from Clorox that you invested in to do it. And then like nothing happens. These motherfuckers go out to Texas Roadhouse right after that and laugh at people.
Yeah.
They're, if you're rich and you're powerful, you're above the law.
It would take an ounce of the fucking world's just attention just for the world to stop fucking fighting over ICE and shit like that. To go, hey, kids are being trafficked on the regular and child predators are on the loose like it's fucking Christmas. What if we all came together and did something about that? But we don't. You know why? Because we don't fucking care. Because something's fucking morosely wrong with us as a society. And that's how I feel about that. Not to get too serious, and I'll move on. Christopher Sampson said, is there any female characters around now who can take the lead in the Alien franchise? think Sydney Sweeney should have a go at it.
I like that.
Mike, I followed your advice on sexual maneuvers in The Dark Total Disaster. Jay, I'm going for your advice next time. I'm not sure exactly what you're talking about, Christopher Sampson, but if you followed my advice right, then you'd be swimming on easy street right now. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. A lot of experience myself in the dark.
No.
So
stick to the basics.
You just didn't do it right.
No, stick to the basics. You got it.
But as far as a female in the Alien franchise, I genuinely think Sydney Sweeney could do a fucking job. Why the fuck not?
I think she would be very good. For obvious reasons, she would be good. She's hot as fuck, but that's not. I think she's fine. I think as an actress, I think that she could potentially take that role on and be fine with it. But actually, the one girl I always thought that would be a good Ripley. What was the girl's name with the alligator movie?
I forgot her name, but she was badass.
Yeah, I liked her.
Crawl.
Yeah, I thought that girl could do it as well. I think that she would be a good Ripley. What the fuck's her name? I know that she was she in Ready or Not?
No, that's Samara Weaving. She'd be great too.
Samara Weaving is really good too. Maybe I'm thinking of her. Maybe I'm thinking of Samara Weaving.
Yeah, there's tons, dude. There's tons of actresses who would be really
well.
Great.
That's not true. There's only a few. I think that there's only a few that can carry that franchise.
I could see a bunch of them, dude. Like Sophie Thatcher would be great. Like I mean, because horror's making such a horror's hotter than it's ever been. And that's like a mainstay of horror, right? Is to have a lead actress who's badass. So like you could easily take many of these women who have been badass in horror films and they could front the Alien franchise, I feel like. Austin says, pro tip, if you find yourself at the airport being accused of stuff and the customs officer mentions a cavity search, don't get angry and and scream cavity search my ass.
Sounds like you were asking for it. I love it. Stick
your
finger up there and make sure that you wander around a little bit. 2 fingers, I meant 3.
He's in there and you're like, be thorough, god damn it, I'm paying taxes for this.
Austin's that guy at the poker table that is like has a 2 and a 7 off suit, and he's trying to bluff that bitch. He knows. He's like, I'm just trying to bluff you. I don't think you're gonna do it. Cavity search my ass. And he's like, all right, can't wait. Glove on.
Emotionless is right as well. Lauren Lavera would be good in an Alien film. The Crew comic says, Mike, if given the reins of Halloween, who are you casting and why is Jay Loomis? Jay, if given the Scream franchise, how will you fix it? Are you starting the new film with a rotting stew with a sign saying, I'm dead, bitch, old TVs are heavy?
Why is Jay Loomis? What are you talking about? Are you asking me why? I wasn't cast in any official capacity.
Though he's saying, who am I casting and why is it Jay as Loomis? Because like that's the only choice.
Oh, well, you know what? The Crew comic. I can't wait for your fucking big goddamn comic books to come out so I can laugh at them. How dare you ask Mike if he took the reins what he would do? All right. I know what I'll do.
Like,
I'll bring
this is like poor April trying to cook you a pizza all over again.
I'll bring back,
trying to compliment you.
I'll bring back Matthew Lillard. That's what I'll do. No, I'm kidding. No, go ahead.
If I was casting someone as Loomis, I would cast I'd cast Michael Shannon, sight unseen. I know he's too tall, but I'd cast Michael Shannon. That's what I want to see.
So we can badmouth your movie on an airplane later on. That's cool.
He did do that, though.
That's cool. That's cool. I mean, I wouldn't badmouth the movie even if it was bad. That's really weird. That's weird.
Man, tomorrow said nothing better than a Wham stream on a Friday. Just wanted to say love you guys and thank you for the work y'all do. Can't wait for the Patreon stream. If you guys could choose a comic to movie, what would it be? Mine would be Superman for all seasons.
That's great. Good question, man. Then thank you. Appreciate you. Choose a comic to movie. There's a comic book series that came out years ago called Ruins from Marvel. Without a doubt, it's their darkest comics, period. And it's essentially is everything that could go wrong went wrong with the rise of superheroes. It's a very depressing, very sad telling of the rise of superheroes in the Marvel comic books. I would love to see that on film and do it in like a Logan style way. That would be insane because in that particular comic book series, it's from the POV from the journalist that's going around collecting these stories and figuring out we were on the cusp of the age of Marvels, and what happened. Like, it's fucking gnarly, dude. Like, in the comic books, like there's a scene where all the X-Men have been like captured and they're all like held in prison cells. Quicksilver had his arms and legs removed so that he can't use his power anymore. Professor Xavier is the president of the United States, but he hides his power. And it's one of the most depressing comics not shit comics, but one of the most depressing comics I've ever read. But I would love to see that realized on film. I would.
Dude, there's so many cool comic book stories. So like, if I had time to think about it, I'd probably come up with a better answer as usual. But one of the coolest fucking ideas I ever saw in my life was Freddy Krueger versus the Power Rangers. Like,
it's all right.
I know that's fucking wild, but like the thing is it would work so fucking well. And I think it would shock people at how great it was. If Freddy Krueger was attacking the dreams of Power Rangers, holy fuck, that would be amazing. And also Ash versus Jason versus Freddy would have been cool as fuck as well. That'd be another one. And Batman versus the Ninja Turtles would have made a great fucking movie. Holy shit.
So, by the way, since we're speaking about comic book movies really quick, did you guys hear about James Gunn and his take on 89 Batman? Or at least a lot of people were running away with what he said, and they were trying to make it seem like he was saying something that it really wasn't what he was saying.
Well, maybe you should just shut the fuck up, everyone.
So he was talking about 89 Batman, and the basic idea was that they were saying that he was bored with the 89 Batman. They were like saying James Gunn says 1989 Batman is boring. That's not what he said. What he said was, he said that because they were asking him about what he was going to do with his Batman take, and he was like, I think that Batman is such a popular character that he's oversaturated, that every story's been told, which I don't agree with that at all. I think that's a dumb take. But he's like, I think that Wonder Woman is an easier story to tell because she's not been constantly made movies about or TV shows. So, but you have Batman, who everyone loves, and so it's hard to figure out how to make that unique or interesting as far as a general audience. But
we talked about that a couple weeks ago. When
people extrapolated that and said James Gunn says 89 Batman boring. That's not what I mean.
Yeah,
like, come on. I'm not a huge fan of James Gunn, but that's not what he said. I kind of get what he's saying too, but I also think it's a fucking dumb take because there are also many a story of the Batman franchise that hasn't been told at all.
Yeah. And also, like, you were hired to do that, so get in the fucking lab and shut the fuck up.
Well,
already.
Court of Owls, I think that story's never been told. I mean, I think Matt Reeves is going that direction, by the way. So
yeah, I think so too. But yeah, like James Gunn bitching, I don't know what to do with Batman. Well, you shouldn't have taken the job at Warner Brothers. How about that? How about that?
Mike loves his James Gunn. That's crazy.
Jake said, Mike, you fuck with hardcore bands. I mainly stick to 2010 era albums from Asking Alexandria, Amity Affliction, Devil Wears Prada, etc. Second, and Sebring is my favorite song. Recently, Black Hole by Architects and Afraid of the Dark by Motionless and White slap. I do, but like I never really get deeply into them. I will just randomly find a song on like a gym playlist and it'll stick in my shit. Because I find a lot of them to be really corny. Like when you actually get into the band and who they are, I find a lot of them to be really fucking corny these days, just the modern wise. But several of them have certain songs that I'm like, yeah, that's a goddamn banger for sure. But I do know I've got several songs by Architects in my playlist. Motionless and White never really did it for me, but
I like, I'm into such hardcore bands. You guys never even heard of them. I'm into like Black Hole Fuckery. That's a band out of Germany, and they were so extreme in their hard rockness that they were banned in 1,000 countries. That's what, and their music was revolutionary. So you could have asked me that question, and I would have told you. But that's cool.
MMA Rusty says Stallone is my favorite actor, and I find it insulting that they're trying to remake all his old shit because there's no other person other than Stallone that could play these roles. By the way, I'm not gay for him, no matter what my wife says. I understand. I understand. I'm gay a little bit, especially for Stallone. But well, the thing about this is that Stallone's behind a lot of these. Stallone's behind a production company. I think they're working with Amazon or somebody to bring all these back. So he's hands-on in it. The Creed movies fucked him over, but like
they did. Yeah.
He's behind all this stuff. So if you're feeling weird about that, MMA Rusty, I think you could feel good about getting behind it. But Stallone's hit or miss. I love the guy, but sometimes he thinks dog shit is gold. And that's just the truth about Stallone. I mean, It's true. So we'll see what happens. Jake says, Mike, what's your favorite Newfound Glory song? Truth of Youth is mine. Growing up, it was always The Story So Far, with My Friends Over You being solid too. Do you like the Used, Under Oath, and Love and Death, and They're Only Chasing Safety? Dude, always been a huge Used fan. The first 2 fucking albums were like, they were always in my playlist. So In Love and Death and their first album, still love them all the time. It's crazy that you mentioned fucking Story So Far, because I fucking love that song. My favorite Newfound Glory song, though, is One More Round. I fucking love that song. I love that fucking song. It's so good. It's a great fucking song.
It's such a good song. Oh my God.
And it's got a horror movie music video too. Man of Steel says, you guys should make a deal with each other. Jay watched 1 season of True Detective. Mike watched Lord of the Rings. I watched it the first time over Christmas, and they're my favorite movies now.
Yeah.
I also seen season 1, and Jay, I really do think you'll enjoy it.
I will, and I would give it a chance. And you know what? I would review it fairly. Mike will shit on Lord of the Rings. He's like, yeah, but goddamn Frodo was gay. He should have just like ate the lambus bread himself and just saved it from like, why is he like hanging out with Samwise? Like, Samwise is stupid.
The only difference there, the only reason that you're semi fucking right with your cock sucking fucking mouth running at the helm,
It's true,
is that
But I am
I've tried to watch Lord of the Rings, so I know I don't like it. Jay's not tried to watch True Detective, and if he did try to watch True Detective, he'd fucking love it. And I
liked it. Well, I didn't love the second season, but it was good.
The second season, the second season of True Detective is like comparing ice hockey to basketball. Like,
I
doesn't
hope
even
that
count.
dog tears your dick off for talking shit on the Hobbits. That's what I think. I gotta go.
I
pee,
know
though.
that
I'll
we
be right
watched
back.
the second season of True Detective, but that's not the same thing.
All right, I'll be right
Majority of people. I would do it, Man of Steel. I would do it. Man of Tomorrow says, sorry guys, that was me. I put Man of Steel because last night I watched it. Not my favorite Superman movie. Good God, dogs, calm down. Hang on one sec though. Hey, quick review. How is Iron Lung?
It was fucking awesome.
Really?
Genuinely, it was one of the best horror movies I've seen in a very long time.
There you have it. I'm gonna put the camera on you. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Review of Iron Lung. Markiplier.
Markiplier?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it would have been good even if it wasn't him doing it, but he did a really good job.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it was really good. It was like psychological horror and like gory horror. And it was like a combination of like space and ocean horror. So it was fucking awesome.
Watch your mouth. We don't allow cursing in this house. This is a house of esteemed colleagues. All right? You're grounded. Out of 10.
Like a 9.7.
9.7? Really?
It was really fucking good.
Well, goddamn.
I haven't been that into a movie in like forever.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys should go watch Iron Lung. You guys should go watch Iron Lung. Shit, I'm gonna have to watch it now. I had no idea it was gonna be good. I kind of thought it was gonna actually suck shit. I didn't know anything about it. I never saw the trailer or anything, but I believe her. She's seen all the horror movies that I've seen, at least that have come out in the past 10 years, because we go to all of them together. So go fucking see Iron Lung. I'm kind of pissed that I missed it now. It's Azteco says, what is Iron Lung? It's Markiplier, the YouTuber Markiplier, who she's never watched either. So that's her review is not tainted. She's not a fan or doesn't know who he is for the most part either, and still enjoyed it. So shit. Now I feel like I missed out. I have to watch that shit. Yeah, my kid's fucking awesome. I know. So all right. But no, I agree with you. 7 out of 10 is a fair score for Man of Steel, dude. It's a fair score for Man of Steel. I get it if everybody doesn't think it's their favorite ever. I see the problems with it too. I just personally, it fits my gullet of what I want in a,
Well, if she touches like this, then you touch her right back. And it's all right. It's a good movie.
Percy says, hey guys, who wins? DCEU Batman with Kryptonite or DCEU General Zod, and could Tony Soprano and his crew make it in the Gotham crime world?
Hell yeah,
and
dude.
If Iron Man was in the same situation as Batman and BVS, could he have killed Superman? And I love you guys.
Hey, thank you, Percy. 100%. Tony Soprano and his crew would run rampant, and they would be survivors, the cockroach of the underworld taint of Gotham. They would win out, eating their bagula sandwiches and shit like that, while everyone else like fights each other, and then they would move in and take control. 100%. Tony Soprano's crew would run that shit. They would probably work in partnership with Penguin or something like that, and really make and like really
It
solidify.
just sounds funny when you say it.
I know. As far as DCU Batman with Kryptonite or General Zod, I think, you know what? I think if you give, here's the thing, and I know it's a joke, but if you give Batman prep time, he's gonna whip that ass, dude. If he has enough time to study Zod, even though Zod is programmed to be a master commander and all that shit, I think he would fuck up Zod with Kryptonite without a doubt. And as far as Iron Man in the same situation as Batman, would he have killed Superman? No, I think he would have still. I think even though his mom's name is Martha, I think he still would have been like, I mean, I whooped your ass. I just showed you who Daddy was, and Daddy just gave you a spanking. So I think now we're on the same level. You know, we know what the power struggle is. Like, we understand where we're standing apart from each other. I'm better than you, so let's work together.
God Convoy Prime said, I have a band on SoundCloud, Sensational Skywalker Sound and Bone Temple. All right, Sensational Skywalker Sound is a really cool fucking band name. First off, let's just give you credit for that. And that's the first thing that you need to win is a cool band name. Bone Temple or Primate. I'm a Primate guy, but I love Bone Temple. Chris Nolan, Loomis, thoughts on Cringer taking on the new Motu movie? And Slender, what are your thoughts on Evelyn and Chalice? What are your thoughts on Tila Sips? That's a lot, Gone Convoy.
God damn.
I'm trying to process it. Cringer taking, who's Cringer?
Cringer's Battle Cat, you piece of shit.
Oh, well, I hope that, you know, it's not too CGI. When I hold a toasted chalupa in me hands, I know it's real. And I want a real looking tiger. I can look at it and I can feel like it's a real tiger, even if it's not. I want it to feel like it's a real toasted chalupa.
You sound like I would throw you out of my bar. I'm like, this guy's been overserved. Yeah, it's a pussy that talks. In a lot of situations, you want them not to. So it's great. A pussy that talks. Hopefully, it's not to ruination of He-Man and the Power Sword. What are your thoughts on Evelyn? Yeah, so Evelyn is a powerful sorcery for the evil Skeletor. Him Rue from Snake Mountain. And me think that she's very misunderstood as a character. Me think that she just got caught up with the wrong crowd, you know. And Skeletor is just like, come over here and cast a black magic spell against him. And Evelyn like, all right, me do it, but me very unhappy with me life as well.
And as Chalice, I'd just like to say, I would, you know, stick my face in those things like a platelet of ribs at Ryan's Steakhouse. Just chow down.
Yeah, Tila looks hot as fuck, dude. They did a really good job of that.
Matt Roberts says, so I was 9 years old in 2002, but this is my favorites from when I was that age. That year, Superman, Scooby-Doo, The Hot Chick, Kung Pao, Austin Powers, Goldmember, Triple X, Jackass the movie, Spy Kids 2, Undercover Brother, and 8 Mile. So now, honestly, we were going to do 2002, and Matt, great at chugging beer, good dude.
Oh yeah, Matt's a great guy.
We were going to do 2002, we didn't. But as far as your favorites go in that, Goldmember is fucking great. I love gold.
Hey guys, I'm not lying, dude. Matt Roberts, and this is not an insult, dude, not at all. Like every time I see him, like he looks like a hero to me. He looks like Austin St. John. Like
it's, yeah,
dude, he does. Like,
he
I was
does.
like the fucking Red Ranger, dude. He looks like the Red Ranger.
That guy's done some shit. That guy's done some cool shit in like a good way. In a bad way, I gotta tinkle my tankle.
God damn it! All right, well, I'll start on the super chats over here.
You do that
over here,
son of a bitch.
Over here, we have AG YouTube or YT says, got a basketball game to coach tonight, so can't watch live. We're 16-2 on the season. Don't brag about it or nothing, but that's great. Can Loomis and Mark Wahlberg give me some inspiration so we'll win? Okay, well, I'll wait till Mike gets back, but thank you so much, AG YT. Tim McChicka, top 10 03 movies, Return of the King, A. You know, Kill Bill Volume 1, great. Freddy versus Jason, I had an honorable mention. Curse of the Black Pearl, very good. Duplex, Brother Bear, Bruce Almighty, also great. Anger Management, also great. Texas Chainsaw Massacre Remake, also great. And Monster, not so great. No, it was a good movie. It's just weird. I think Monster with Charlize Theron and Christina Ricci. It was a good movie. It was just really overhyped. But I do remember it was such a transformation for Charlize Theron because you had no idea. She did such a good job with that. But good picks, man. Tim McChicken says, "Can Slenderman sing Deo from Beetlejuice?" Deo, me say Deo. Daylight come and you want to go home. Me say I don't know. I don't know the whole thing. But it's a good time. Bunny B. Lee says, "Hey guys, you started the beauty. It reminds me of The Substance with a little It Follows so far." I don't know what that is, but I'm sure Mike will. But I'm glad you're having a good time watching it, Bunny B. Lee. So I'll let Mike know and see if he has any thoughts on it. Dwayne Johnston says, "It's me, Sugar Bumps." Yeah, there he is. We like that. Thank you. Joe Valentine says, "Can you all give my son Braden and Bryson what the hell is that? SO? What is that?" Hold on, Joe. I don't know what that means. I'll come back to it. Michael Parton says, "Send Help is Raimi's best since Drag Me to Hell." Was it that good? I don't know. I haven't heard that much about it. I maybe I'll watch it. I don't know. But I'm glad you liked it, Michael. We have Turlington saying, "Hey, my little Brussels sprouts, uproot yourself, my little Brussels sprouts." Went to the Return of the King theater viewing and had the bubble guts halfway into the flick. Oh, fuck. My evil eye of Sauron was burning and churning. You both complete me. Yeah, dude, that's the worst experience. And I empathize with you. I had to pee like no other when I was watching that. And you just can't leave, all right? You got to see it through. Okay, we have to take down Mordor. We have to see what goes on. We have to see the completion and whether or not Samwise Gamgee and Frodo are going to buck. But yes, it was bad. It was a long movie, but worth it. Well worth it. And a great use of 3.5 hours. Tea Drinker Gary says, "Imagine instead of making it an 80s action Rambo, they make it like Warfare, and we actually get to see the sad scene where his friend is all over him. He's all over me. There's blood and guts, and nobody would help. Nobody would help." Yeah, they do it right. But do we need to see it? I mean, I think that's still like, listen, in Rambo First Blood with Stallone's performance and that one scene between him and Colonel Trautman toward the end of the film when he's explaining about how rough it's been for him to be reintegrated into civilian life and everything that he went through, I think he did a really good job describing it. I don't need to see it. Like, Stallone's words were enough, you know? But if we had to see it, cool. Yeah, he came up to me and said, "Shushan." He said, "Shushan." And Joe was like, "Yeah." And then boom, the box was wide. It's my friend, he's all over me. And nobody would help. Yeah, dude. I think that Stallone was sufficient enough describing that scene. But by the way, he should have gotten an Academy Award for that scene alone. We have Michael Parton says, "Luke Evans is playing Dr. Frankenfurter in the Rocky Horror Show Broadway revival." I believe that'll work. I will allow it. We have Papa Hades saying, "Hey fellas, how are you two doing?" I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking. Can you can play GTA v Trevor? Do you want me to get my deck out again? YouTube, it's only a 7-second video, funny as fuck. So you're asking, it's so the name of the video is GTA versus Trevor. I mean, I don't know. I guess we could try it. I'll wait till Mike gets back and see what we go and how we do things afterwards. But Austin says, "I just got the best idea for a grenade power up in a video game. You just throw the lament configuration something and watch it go down for show. That's enough. You know, some weird demon people come out in dominatrix uniforms and rip your titties off. That grenade is something to behold for sure. I like it. We have Bronson Wrightwolf saying, "Please don't forget to email me that clip from your last live stream where you guys reviewed the Haunted Mansion. I also sent you an email." All right, man. No problem. We'll get on that for you for sure. And by the way, thank you for the recommendation. It was a good time. We had a good time watching it. Christopher Sampson, member for 11 months. We appreciate you, Chris. Says, "Despair Corner a new gentleman's club?" It sounds like it, doesn't it? Probably is. In the sad streets of Saigon. Yes. Gentlemen's Club. Despair Corner. Bry Guy says 03 is pretty stacked, but top 3 in no order: Dreamcatcher, Freddy vs. Jason, Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. Listen, I'm glad to see the love for Hobbiton in here. All right. I appreciate that. I do. Because Mike is a pussy bitch and he doesn't appreciate Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings, Return of the King was an insanely good fucking movie, and it was a great payoff. After watching Fellowship of the Ring, Two Towers, and then having to wait all that time for the finale was well worth the time. All right. But as far as Dreamcatcher goes, it was in my honorable mentions, as was Freddy vs. Jason. Freddy vs. Jason is obviously it's bad acting, right? But it's still a good time. It was an amazing experience. Back in that day, if you were like if you'd grown up with watching Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, seeing that finally come to realization was some good shit. So it didn't make my top 10 because it was a shitty movie, but it was still a good time. By the way, so there's a couple here.
Hey, babe. Hey.
Shut your goddamn mouth up.
How's it
Look
going?
at this. So he's got a 16-2 basketball team on the season. He's not bragging or anything. He wants Loomis and Mark Wahlberg to give him some inspiration so we'll win.
Oh, okay. First of all, that's a really good record. You know that movie?
By the way, your shit is really loud. What did you do something to your mic?
I'm really loud.
Yeah.
Like comparatively to how I was, I didn't.
It was it's like picking up background.
Oh, well, there's people in my kitchen.
No, but it's okay. It might be fine. I don't know. It just sounded like
okay.
No, it's better now. No, it's better now.
Okay, that was weird. But I watched a movie with Ben Affleck. It was called The Way Back. He was a drunk alcoholic, and I don't like drunk alcoholics. As a matter of fact, I found one outside of my apartment complex. I curb stomped him, and I took his beer from him just so we couldn't drink it no more. Because I'm best friends with Mel Gibson. But Ben Affleck had a basketball team too, and he was an alcoholic. But you're not an alcoholic, and you could take that team to like 17-2 or 18-2. You could do it. I believe in you. Say hi to your mother for me. Turkey burgers.
You're already winning. What do you want me to do? Give you inspiration? You're already winning. You're 16-2. How selfish are you? You're gonna do fine. You're obviously butt fucking the competition. You don't need words of encouragement. Jesus Christ. Get off your high horse. The moral grandstanding is insane. You're gonna be fine.
Yeah. Do sit-ups in front of him. And every time you get to the top, you say, I'm big. I'm strong. I'm a peacock. You gotta let me fly. And that's how it's done.
Tell your kids to lay off the steroids. Jesus Christ. And then there was Joe says, can y'all give my sons Braden and Bryson an S? I don't know what SO is. What does that
Shout
mean?
out, you stupid bitch.
Oh, you're a whore. You're a fucking whore with a blue shirt and an ugly grin.
I do have a blue shirt, but my grin's not ugly. Hey, Braden and Bryson. Up with hope, down with dope. Stick with Yoo-hoo and stay out of the drugs and stay good kids because Joe loves you and so do we.
Braden and Bryson. Maybe next time your dad could say shout out instead of SO with a backslash in between the S and the O. I didn't know what the fuck that meant. So
I was like, oh shit.
Dare to keep kids off drugs. Dare.
Have I been loud the whole time or just since I came back? What the fuck?
I told you it was like there was a peak. There was like a spike in your thing.
That's so weird, dude. I don't know why.
Yeah, mine was like, are you just talking shit? Like, no, I was like legitimately telling you, like, it spiked for a second.
That's so weird. I don't know why. Is it better now? Is it normal now? I don't want to like.
I think it was like your the background guard or whatever the fuck, like to keep the background noise was. I don't know. It spiked.
Sorry. Is this better? Is everybody okay now? Is everybody happy? Is that better?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if there was anything else that we missed that you should be a part of as far as. Oh, Papa Haiti says, "Hey fellas, how are you two doing? Can you play? He wants us to play GTA versus Trevor. Do you want me to get my deck out again? YouTube. It's only a 7-second video, funny as fuck. I don't know what that is.
I have no idea what that is, Papa Hades, but I love you.
That's a dismissive, like, thank you.
I love you. I don't know what that is, but I love you.
Okay. Oh yeah, and also Bronson, don't forget to email him the clip from your last live stream where you guys reviewed the Haunted Mansion. He wants us to.
Oh yeah, it's Bronson. Yeah, I know. I got your email. So Disney blocked it. Disney blocked it because we watched a Daredevil clip, and then I couldn't access it for a while. But no, I will get it to you. Do not worry. Do not worry your socks, my friend. It's coming.
Byron Hansen says WrestleMania 19 was a good movie. What was WrestleMania 19?
God, they're all so fucking bad now. Who knows? What are we on, like 79?
Listen, the last WrestleMania that I loved. Hold on, I just want to see. Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar was the title match.
Ugh. Sounds terrible.
Like the last WrestleMania I really enjoyed and I remember like loving a lot was Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior, because I'm that old. I'm like, they hugged at the end. They were enemies and then they came together.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've cared about anything WrestleMania is doing, unfortunately.
Bry Guy says 03 is pretty stacked, but top 3 in no order. Okay, I read this. Dreamcatcher, Freddy versus Jason. We were talking about that. Yeah.
Yeah. I appreciate Freddy vs. Jason for what it is. I just don't think it's a very good movie overall. You know,
Freddy died by fire, Jason by water. How can we use that? Tell me. G84 says, when I moved to Dublin in 03, Switchblade Romance cleared the cinema. Everyone walked out. Aja is amazing. What the fuck is that?
That's High Tension. That's the other name for it, is Switchblade Romance. Aha Alexander, he directed Crawl. He directed that. He's directed a bunch of good shit, man.
His name's Aha?
Yeah, well, as Aja or Aha Alexander is how I always imagine you say it. But he, dude, he does good shit. That's a movie I could totally see people walking out of. And that's a good thing for horror movies sometimes.
Yeah. Sean P. Tattoos. I was going to say Sean Patooties. Been talking to this girl for 2 weeks and she wants to get matching Ghostface tattoos. Should I do it? Fuck no, dude.
I don't know, Sean.
2 weeks? You only went out there for 2 weeks.
We'll be out in the van picking each other's
No, dude, don't do that.
However, Sean P. Tattoos likes tattoos. If it's a cool tattoo, do it. Who cares if it matches?
Don't get a match. I hope it's not like
maybe that's your future wife.
But what if it's a ghost face, like shaped like a heart, like a ghost face mask, and then you can combine your arms together and make it a full heart? Don't do that.
No, don't do that. Don't fucking do. Don't get
that's
crazy
weird.
with stick. Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Leger84 says, I don't know how to say your name. It says, we're getting near the end of video shops. We're already past that point, and we've already established like residency. There is no more video shops.
Yeah, unfortunately, Leger. I feel like that's been gone for a while. The last one that was open, I'll never forget it because it was on January 6th, the day of the insurrection. I went to Family Video and got this shit in the background.
You mean Patriots that tried to bring back America?
That's the day that this happened, because we stopped at a Mexican. I got a U-Haul and went to the last Family Video within hundreds of miles and bought a bunch of shelves from them. Yeah, I think it's been dead for a while, man. The last Blockbuster in Oregon is like one of the last ones left.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Tea drinker Gary, I watched Terminator 0 and Splinter Cell Death Watch on Netflix the other day. They are good.
Dude, fucking
is Terminator 0 the anime or the? Oh man,
yeah,
it looked good. I haven't watched it.
It's a shame they can do that shit with anime and they can't get a fucking good actual Terminator movie done. But I've heard that they're awesome.
Hey, you know what we should do is we should make Terminator Dark Fart, and the girl is like, she's the best parts of like Arnold, but like Kyle Reese too, right? But she's got a coochie, so it means more. That's what I think we should do. That's what I think.
Wild, bro.
That's not. It's what they call them. Coochie patooties. Lodge 84 says just gonna give some Lord of the Ring money. Show.
Yeah, you gotta go see those. You gotta go see the update.
It's great. It's great. Man. Listen, it's great. It's great. Bunny Belize says, I'm rare for this, but I like Scary Movie 3 for 03. You know what? My wife mentioned Scary Movie 3 had come out in 03.
Jay treated her like he did when she tried to make him a hamburger pizza. He said, "Get that shit out of my house,"
because she was kind of correct in this particular instance. Scary Movie 3 was all right. Okay, it didn't taste like fucking burnt ass on an asphalt. Anyhow, no, Scary Movie 3. I remember watching it. It just didn't live up to part 2. Like Scary Movie 1 and 2 were hard shoes to fill, and Scary Movie 3, that I think the Wayne's brother had departed at this point. You could tell they weren't there anymore.
Yeah, well, the Charlie Sheen, Michael Jackson shit was funny as fuck. I will say
that part was great, but then everything else about it just felt. And then the part where they did the 8 Mile, where he was like, "Yeah," and like he pulled his hood over, and it was like the Ku Klux Klan.
But remember, Michael Jackson was at his house, and he's like, "You're after my daughter." He's like, "No, she's a girl." Ew.
Yeah, I do remember that. Super Demand says, "How is Freddy vs. Jason not your top 10?" I mean, because it sucked as a movie, but it was fun. As horror fans, you loved it, right? I couldn't in good conscience look at my top 10 and be like, yeah, that's a top 10 movie of mine for that year. I love that movie. I think that movie was really good, but I liked it for the same reason that I think most people liked it. It was a popcorn, stupid film. It's not like it didn't enhance the characters, either one of them, but it was really cool to see Freddy Krueger taking on Jason Voorhees.
They took several 10 out of 10 scenes and injected them into a hot dog flavored water movie. And that's basically kind of what that movie was for me. I appreciate those scenes, but the movie overall was dog shit.
But you also did get one of the best versions of Freddy Krueger you'd seen since Freddy 2. The demon version was great.
Oh, so good, dude. What are you guys making in there? It smells like a Chinese fucking shop caught on fire.
It smells like a Jean-Claude Van Damme kickboxer.
So bad.
Streets of Saigon.
I mean, I've made them several times.
Yeah, for some reason right now it's setting off all my fire bells.
JT Baku 2269 says, "What if they created a slasher cinematic universe like the Dark Universe and made phase 1 through 3? How would you start your cinematic universe?" That's a great idea. How would you do it? I think the simplest way, and again, I'm going to go back to this because I feel like as far as an entry point, it would work. You do the Halloween stuff, right? You know, the babysitter murders, the Jamie Lee Curtis attack, and then you have Scream happen after that, and they're trying to replicate these murders that happened in Haddonfield, and then at the same time, there's rumors about some dream demon that's popping up in Illinois. I think I would start with Halloween. I would start with Halloween and work in through there.
I agree that I would start with Halloween. I just don't think they should ever do it because it just sullies all the franchises when you mix them together like that. And I think horror's in such a resurgence right now that what you want to do is you want to make those franchises separate, those entities separate, and make them scary and make them good again. Doing a cinematic universe will just tie you into like the Pooniverse and the dumb shit they're doing. But if you were going to do it, I would agree. Start with Halloween.
Well, yeah, that is true. I think that if you have films like Freddy versus Jason, for example, that's when they've run out of ideas.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that we like that movie, and like, don't get it twisted, we love that movie, we do, but it's not a great movie by any stretch of the imagination. It's not. If you're like an uber fan of those characters, it was cool to see it. But you knew at the back of your mind, you're like, all right, they don't have any more ideas. At this point, they're just fucked. They had Jason X, they had, and then they had New Nightmare.
And the cool thing they could have done with what you're talking about, JTCP269, and thank you, by the way, that's a very kind super chat, is when they were going to do Hellraiser and Halloween mixed together. Oh, that was sexy. That was hot. That was
that could have, I think Hellraiser would have fit better in Evil Dead. Because the whole Necronomicon thing, and he can discover a box that goes along with the Necronomicon. But either way, there's a lot of things. The Panani. Is what you gotta look at that. Tim McChicken says, "What did Loomis think of the pizza?" It tastes like arsenic. That's what I thought.
She's lucky Loomis wasn't in that house to try that pizza.
Dude, there was a little bit of Loomis that came out.
He would have been like.
There was a little bit that came out. Just try it. I'm like, I'm not gonna try it.
she's like, baby, I made you a pizza, and then and like, try this pizza, it's really good. And then Jay was like,
This house is a fucking prison on planet bullshit. In the galaxy of this sucks camel dicks.
That's a direct quote. Byron Hansen says, still waiting for world government to make Power Rangers or World Gov. I don't know what the fuck that is.
I don't know what World Gov is either, Byron, but I would love some new good Power Rangers shit. That'd be cool.
Michael Barton, you guys aren't tubby, you're cute and cuddly like me. Okay, well, appreciate that. That's a good encouragement. We like.
Look at this though. Look at this though, Michael.
that's the face he makes when you ask him, do you want some scrambled eggs in the morning? We have Boot Scoot Boogie. I may have said it before, but thank you both for everything you do. You make my days better, and even more so when you do the live streams. Hey man, really appreciate you. Thank you so much for sticking around and hanging out with us. You guys make this better for us all the time. So thank you.
100%, man. There's nothing more joyous than doing these things with you guys. So thank you.
I literally, when we played the the TMNT 2 Secret of the Use goddamn 35th anniversary trailer, I particularly waited to watch it with all of you because nobody in my life gives a fuck about it except for you guys. So thank you. You see how
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot.
T. Drinker Gary says, I'm not gay either. I just have a man crush on Henry Cavill and Keanu Reeves and Carl Urban.
Those are 3 dudes I would do if I was gay. You and I, we'd be in competition going after those dudes.
I believe that would call heterosex. It's just about enjoying men's company.
It's not gay if you appreciate how manly they are.
Yeah, it's not gay.
You just want to appreciate their manliness together.
Robin Barker says, hey, Mike, you seem like an awesome dad. Just letting you know.
Thanks, Robin. I appreciate that. And I try. And thank you. It's because of my mustache. It derives all the dad power right here.
You do have a very 1987 stepfather
dad mustache. Yeah.
Wild Willie.
My kids hate it.
Dylan, no, it's great. I think you should keep it. Wild Willie says Dylan O'Brien was great as Styles in Teen Wolf. He was. Now that you've seen him in Send Help, do you agree he can make a good Nightwing in DCU?
Dude, I will tell you what, Dylan O'Brien, I've always, it's like that quote in a 40-year-old virgin when Paul Rudd's watching The Bourne Identity. He's like, I always thought Matt Damon was kind of a Streisand, but he's rocking the shit in this one. I was watching Dylan O'Brien and Send Help, and I was like, that dude, he went for it. He went full Bruce Campbell and went over the top. It was fucking awesome. So, like, whatever, if you put Dylan O'Brien in it, I believe that he can do it. I'm a Dylan O'Brien fan now. That movie won me over on him.
Yeah, but, James Gunn thinks Batman sucks. So, no, we'll see. I'm kidding. Kyle, I fucking hate that YouTube changed up all your all's name. But anyway, Bent Element, a.k.a. Kyle, says, I watched The Housemaid today. That was batshit. And I saw Send Help. That was insane. Then to top off my trip to the movies, watch Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Well, Lord of the Rings.
Fall of the Retards.
There's no such a thing that ever happened in Lord of the Rings. You're retarded for thinking that. That sounds like a hell of a fucking day, Kyle.
Bro, I'm not watching The Housemaid. I haven't even told you this, but I've been holding out because I want to see The Housemaid because I love old school erotic thrillers. Yeah, I love that shit.
Look like that though.
I'm not watching it, dude, until it becomes on a streaming service, and then you and I.
And then you can watch it privately.
No. Like I want to do a commentary of The Housemaid together. In separate rooms. In separate rooms.
That's okay.
Like,
okay, that's okay. So if there's moments, if there's moments when we were doing a commentary for it where neither one of us are talking, and you just hear this.
No, you just you hear
if you hear that,
but I'm saying we're gonna do The Housemaid together. we're gonna watch it for the first time together.
Her name is Selena
on a Patreon live stream.
Kyle says going tomorrow to watch. Are you drunk, Kyle? Going tomorrow to watch Lord of the Rings 2 Towers and Sunday Part 3. That's a good time. That's a good day. That's a good day. I would never personally set through Lord of the Rings Return of the King again. It's 3.5 hours, guys. The first time you watch it, you're like, fuck yeah, it's worth it because I've been waiting all this time to see it. I can't do that again. No, it's 3.5 hours.
You've been
spit that dick out and
at
tell
the
me.
top. You've been at the top of mountains with a fucking shoehorn, like a Viking horn. Like, oh, these movies are so great, and you just said, "I'll never watch it again." It can't be that fucking good. You never even want to watch
not in the
it again.
theater. Not in the theater. So I can pause the fucking movie and go pee pee and poo poo when I need to go pee pee.
How many times you gotta poop in a movie, dude?
I mean, twice.
That's what I'm saying. Like if I have to make a fucking reservation and take a week off of work just to finish a goddamn movie, how good is it?
The only other movie that I ever sat through the entire fucking length, and I'm like, and I waddled out like a penguin, was Lord of the Rings and Spider-Man 2.
Yeah. When the Batman with Pattinson ended, I'll never forget when it was the second time I watched it, but dude, everybody in the theater stood up when it finally ended, the Batman, and it wasn't even that long. But dude, everybody went, God damn it. Some dude was like, fuck, I gotta pee. And some guy was like, I'm hot. Like everybody in the audience was complaining.
Dude, you ever get like when you go to the theater to watch a movie and you have to go pee? Like at some point you gotta break the bubble and you have to go. And then you come back, and if it's your significant other or whoever you're with, and they lean over to tell you the fucking what you just missed, and they're like, all right, so this is what happened when you were gone. And then here's what I don't like. Here's what I don't like. I don't like you whispering in my ear like that. Okay. Even if you're my significant other, because I feel weird. I don't like that. You're leaning over like it's like you're plotting. And then sometimes your breath smells because you have popcorn. I hate that fucking smell of hot breath. I don't like that shit.
See, someone just be trying to do Jay a favor and he's like all judgy and shit. You know what I mean?
You know what you could do? You could be like, hey, this is what you missed. So what happened is that the girl came back from her excursion and it turns out that guy's not her dad. I'm like, okay. Not be like, hey, so what you missed was it? And then you're breathing your hot ass shit all over my fucking
You're not
face.
supposed to talk in a movie theater. It's called being
I know,
polite.
but your breath fucking stink because it got popcorn breath on it. I don't like, dude. I swear to God, dude. I love popcorn too. I do love popcorn, but your shit smells like hot fucking farts in a car. I can't stand that goddamn smell off breath. When you're
the worst, the absolute worst that ever happened to me was when I was at Fantastic Fest, and the director of the fucking movie was like 3 seats down for me, and I'd been drinking, and I had to interview him the next fucking morning at like 9 a.m. And like, dude, I held it as long as I could. Like I was like antsy. I was like, oh fuck, it hurts. Like it was, dude, it was hurting. And I was like, I gotta do it. I have to go pee. And it was at the worst possible moment. And I get up and scooted by him, right by the fucking director of the movie, Brian Bertino from The Strangers or whatever. And the next morning when I was in that interview room, he looked me in the eyes and I was like, oh fuck, he remembers. He remembers that I like missed like an important part of his fucking movie. And I'm pretty sure that he did, and he hated me for it.
So I'm sorry I had to drain my lizard, but your movie wasn't good.
It was actually terrible. It was fucking awful, but still, you know, it is what it is.
God Convoy Prime says, Jay, what are your thoughts on Orko and who is your favorite Motu villain? I love Orko, favorite Motu villain always and forever, Skeletor. Yeah, I agree. I think Skeletor is without a doubt the best villain. Beastman's cool, Trapjaw's cool, all of those guys, you know, his minions are cool, but I think with that Hordak, which is from She-Ra, he's cool too. But Skeletor is without a doubt the best villain from Motu. As far as Orko goes, if they do it right, it could work very well. If you look at the He-Man movie from the late 80s with Dolph Lundgren, they didn't have the technology or the money to make Orko, and that's why you got that little goblin thing. And it was running around. I was like, I know the codes of music. Listen,
that was cute.
I mean, okay,
he was cute. He looked like a Lord of the Rings character. He looked like a Lord of the Rings character.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Straight up looked like a Lord of the Rings character.
He looked like a fucking goddamn pickled Irishman that had hung out in too many bars on the hot seas. Yeah. But I like Orko. Orko's fine. He's kind of the comedic relief, but I didn't see him in the trailer, so we're gonna see.
It's crazy they didn't even bother to put that fucking tiger in that movie, dude.
Cringer was in the fucking thing.
No, I'm talking about the Masters of the Universe, like the movie, like the one that came out in the 80s. There was no fucking.
Oh yeah, well they were like, well, look, listen, guys, we're working on EBT food stamps. Our budget is very limited. We can't
Yeah.
afford Cringer.
Like, get your ass in there and spray a fucking tiger.
Yeah, they
green.
couldn't afford Cringer. They're like, no. We can't have a fucking tiger that transforms into a battle cat. Are you crazy? We have Winning 8188. Wouldn't it be so predictable and cheesy for them just to use AI in Scream 7 that it kind of makes sense? Hashtag Sue lives. Hashtag get it up.
Yeah, I'm really kind of worried about that. I'm not going to lie to you. I am worried about that because like the fans sniffed it out so fast that it was going to be an AI plot. Yeah. That like the killer was going to be using AI because that was.
Oh my God. That's so fucking bad.
I mean, it makes sense in the world of Scream because you think about meta and you think it's always talking about today and like what's going on today in horror. So like for them to use meta actually makes sense, but the fans sniffed it out so fast that I think it's going to do the movie a disjustice if they use if that's the return of those characters. I hope it's more than that, but
wouldn't it be just more obvious for them to use like TikTok?
Well, it'd be TikTok, but it'd be AI, you know.
No,
like
I mean, but just
you can't come back from the dead and do TikTok. It would still be AI.
No, I'm just saying, like using AI as like posting your kills versus using AI to do it.
Well, no, it would be the killer would be using an AI version of Stu to haunt Sydney. Is the idea?
Oh, I get it. Okay, yeah. That would be stupid. Yeah,
I hope not.
Tyler Mickenturf says, "Hey boys,
nice
love getting 2 streams in the week. Just like old times. Anyway, just thought I'd check in, Mike, and see how you're liking the newsroom so far. So help me God, Mike, if I watched all that computer shit."
It was me. I totally forgot about that bet. I'm gonna write it down. The newsroom, because I do think I'll like it. It's Jeff Bridges, right? Not Jeff Bridges, Jeff Daniels. Fuck me, Tyler. I'm so sorry.
Unfortunately, Mike's not seen it. I've actually watched it.
No, yeah.
And the newsroom is a stellar performance with a great cast.
I need to. Hey, but watch Shrinking season 3 while you're at it, because that's on Apple now and it's fucking great.
I'm lying on everything.
I'm gonna do it, Tyler.
Take it or leave it says, I don't mean to interrupt Jay's binging of classics like City Slickers 2. Well, you can fuck yourself. But any hope for that Deuce Araya review? I'm dying to hear
now the onus is on you, my friend. How you like? You like it?
I've seen it. I recorded it. It was put out. And
what happened in the end?
It was deleted. Huh?
What happened in the end? What was the last scene?
Well, the last scene, let me tell you, was a spectacle. It was a spectacle. The earth was dying, and then the Messiah came back from the universe. He had been living on Jupiter's moon, and he said, "No more array, now revolution."
Now Deuce.
Yeah, part 2. I'm gonna watch it. I swear to fucking God.
Yeah.
Why don't you watch Lord of the Rings? There you go.
I have. I've seen it. It sucks.
You suck so much dick. Milky Joe,
so far down, away from the sun.
It says, "Tears of the Sun." Yes, it was on my list. It was great. I liked it a lot.
It's a good movie.
Papa Haiti says, "My Dreamcast for GTA 5 movie, Mike as Michael DeSanta and Jay as Trevor Phillips." I saw that fucking goddamn. Is Trevor Phillips the fucking? No, he's not. I was gonna say, see the trailer park guy.
Here's Michael DeSanta.
I think Michael DeSanta is like the main guy.
Yeah, I can see that. Sure.
That's Mike waiting in line for fucking Papa Roach.
Trevor Phillips.
Oh yeah, you gave me that motherfucker.
That would be.
Yeah, I'll just burn that shit down. Fuck it.
You look like a character from Breaking Bad.
You guys like that guy has crazy political opinions.
I won that one.
Go fuck yourself, San Diego. Maybe it's true. Maybe after my wife leaves me, that's exactly where I'll wind up, in a trailer park home somewhere in the fucking deserts of Nevada, and who knows what will happen. Michael Parton says, apparently Wuthering Heights is ash juice.
All I know, dude, is that you got Margot Robbie getting fingers stuck in her throat and sticking fingers in dudes.
They were
that trailer was so finger and mouthy.
It really is. It really is. I saw the trailer for it and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? I was like, obviously she's in love with this dude. And she's like, oh my god, it was so intense. And
Yeah.
I think everyone should go see it. I'm like, yeah, like 1990 is over. Like if this whole like romance novel swept away by this charming gentleman on a horse.
If I was her husband, I would throw myself into a fucking
First
train.
off, I'd be like, why are you being a slut? Why? Like, I thought you were playing a character. Like, no, but you're being Wolf of Wall Street slut.
Dude, the things Margot Robbie's saying about him.
Mm-mm.
Oh my god, her poor
She's
husband.
married, right?
Yeah, with a kid. Yeah. And she's like, I just showed my girlfriends, and if Jacob walked in that room, they would have torn him apart. It's so fucking hot. I'm like, oh my god.
Good
Your
luck
poor
on
wife.
you. Good luck on you in divorce court.
Yeah. Pain.
Winning says watching.
But then again, he's married. This is Margot Robbie.
She is hot though. Watching you guys on weed. Hashtag send help. I could not imagine that. Holy shit, dude. That would be a wild trip.
I can't even be me on weed, much less watch me on weed. That's pain.
Gary says there's a rumor Dolph is King Rando. His statue is in the trailer, and he said they scanned his face for something. I'd be cool with that. That's kind of a nod to the original.
Throwback.
Yeah, Dolph Lundgren. Listen, Dolph Lundgren, body wise, was a perfect He-Man. Speech,
not
dialect,
ready.
not so good.
Not
so
ready.
good. It's
Not
well,
ready.
even Stallone came on set. He was like, "You're letting that guy speak? What?" So yeah, I think that Dolph Lundgren as He-Man was a good choice as far as physicality, but overall probably not the best. Again, I'm gonna praise Frank Langella, Skeletor,
Hella,
and that's
get out
it.
of it.
But yeah, if he's King Randor, I mean, I'm all good with that.
I apologize. I thought I was on mute. I yelled at my dog.
It's all good. It's all good. Eric Hess says love to you both in chat. Loomis, fuck you. Well, fuck you. That middle finger is the size of your wiener. It's very small and sad. That's what
That's
you
not
do.
that's like 3 inches. That's not so bad.
That
Some
looks
people
like
could live with that.
Looks like a chubby midget's wiener.
I mean, I got it beat. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying some people could live a good life with that. Maybe you need some girth.
No, it's just sad.
Yeah, it's not great.
You have a skinny dick. Good
Not
job.
me.
A skinny
Not
dick.
me. Not me. It's at least 5 inches.
By the way, Eric, your PFP looks like you're on Unsolved Mysteries. What is that? Eric the Hess was last seen on a fishing boat somewhere in Utah. That's what it looks like.
It does look like that, though.
And then finally, we have Bunny Billy. The Beauty is a show by Ryan Murphy, but it's so good so far. Or it's good so far.
Ashton Kutcher's in that. Let me ask you a question. Why are people so mad at Ashton Kutcher? Like, okay, so I know he sent a letter of support to
Yeah, that's why.
Danny Masterson, but I gotta pump the brakes on the Ashton Kutcher hate a little bit. And the reason is like I think that sounds despicable for sure. But dude, when you look up him and his wife, Mila Kunis, like they have saved like hundreds of thousands of kids from trafficking and shit like that. So like I feel like that should give them a little bit of grace, despite
I think it's not just that though. Ashton Kutcher also was involved with some lady getting murdered. He was going to pick her up for a date. Yeah, and then something happened. Like there's a whole thing about Ashton Kutcher that's not so great. I think he's a decent actor, but I think he's made some really poor choices in his life about who he's surrounded himself with. And it's paying the piper for it essentially. But yeah,
I'd have to look deeper into it. But
there's a case of some chick that he was supposed to meet or something. He was some kind of date, and she got murdered, and he didn't care. I don't know. There was something about that.
I didn't ever heard that one.
Yeah. So, and as far as like sending support for Masterson, who's a piece of shit, by the way. Masterson should. Why the fuck we gotta waste taxpayer dollars on motherfuckers like this? Wood chippers are simpler and easier. I think that if you're accused and found guilty of this and you did this shit, you should be thrown into a wood chipper and then that's it.
I agree with this.
If you're a pedophile, if you're a rapist, fuck you. You don't deserve life. You don't deserve breath. You need to be fucking removed from society because you're no longer a part of civilized society. So fuck that. But it is what it is. We live in the world we live in. Either way, I think that's why Ashton Kutcher is getting some flack because he's retarded. And if you had been smart, you'd been like, you know what? I probably should distance myself from that. But hey, you're sucking the Scientology alien dick. So it's hard for you to be like, yeah, I got to get away from it. But the alien dick is in your mouth.
I agree that Danny Masterson thinks it's a bad thing. It's a bad look. But like, I mean, when you're talking about, they literally did more than like 99.9% of people to help kids. I think they should get a little bit of a pass. I don't know the whole story about all the other stuff. But like, I mean, come on. Like,
yeah, but that'd be like saying, yeah, but I'm a murderer, but I donated a lot to my church.
Well, they're not a murderer though. He sent a letter of fucking
but I'm saying like if you're like, I did this awful fucking thing, which was the problem is like there's no way you didn't know or that there weren't rumors about it. The best thing you should have done is just remove yourself from the entire situation and be like, I'm not going to get involved. Danny Masterson was fucked. Yeah. There was so many fucking there was so much overwhelming evidence that he was a piece of shit and he was obviously a garbage human being. The fact that you went out of your way to send a letter of support to the judge because you thought your little dick had some power in Hollywood is retarded and stupid. And you only did that because you're a Scientology drone. You're a fucking moron that thinks that you can somehow get away with it because you have a celebrity status.
You mean
that was gonna? No, I'm talking about Kutcher.
Is Kutcher in Scientology?
I thought so. I think so. I think that they're all part of it. I think that they were all part of that whole fucking group.
I don't know enough to really speak on it with too much knowledge. All I know is that like I saw the story about them and the stuff that they had done, and I was like, that's really fucking cool. Like most people that are rich do not take their stuff to do cool shit like that. And that was before the Masterson thing came out. But I don't know. I have to do more.
Well, I'm not saying
tell sounds kind of scoop.
You listen, I'm glad like that's cool that you did a charitable thing with all your massive amounts of money that you've accumulated over the years and you did a cool thing. But I don't know, man, backing a fucking rapist, a multiple rapist, and then acting like, well, I don't know if it's true or not. It's obviously true. I don't know. I think Ashton Kutcher is a retarded motherfucker. Best of luck to him because I don't think it's good. His career's going to turn up.
In that same arena, I mean, how many times has Donald Trump been accused of rape?
I mean, Donald Trump, though, we're talking about Ashton Kutcher and Danny Masterson. But if you're talking about Donald Trump, who's
I'm saying like, but just based on accusations, I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying like, because there's a bunch of crazy shit that goes on with that stuff. But like, you know what I'm saying?
You talking about Stormy Daniels, the porn star that went on fucking tape and talked about this shit? Or are you talking about other allegations that were not proven in court?
Like,
and all the other
today a bunch of stuff came out from the alleged.
I know, but Danny Masterson was literally tried and convicted with multiple counts of evidence to put him away for life.
I'm not comparing him directly. What I'm saying is that a lot of these people in Hollywood are on one hand accused of it. And then a lot of people in Hollywood are like, sometimes it gets swept under the rug, depending on which side they follow. And then sometimes it doesn't get swept under the rug because you never know. I think a lot of them are pieces of shit.
Danny Masterson was put away under Biden.
I'm not arguing for Danny Masterson. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying particularly Danny Masterson is a piece of shit. And then Ashton Kutcher's support of him was a dumb move at the end of the day.
So I don't know, like, what was their support of him? Like,
he wrote a letter,
sent a letter in support
of Danny Masterson.
Right.
Yes. Even after the evidence was accumulated and they knew he was a bad person.
Yeah.
They sent a letter and then they retracted that and they're like, oh, well, we didn't know all this shit.
Well, maybe they didn't. I don't know. I haven't looked into it.
But the problem is you worked on a show with him for many a year. And there was all this evidence stacking against him, and you acted like I didn't know that. Ashton Kutcher's career, like I mentioned, there was a whole thing about that girl that he was supposed to meet that was murdered. There was all this thing. There's a lot of bad, weird things that happened with Ashton Kutcher in support of Danny Masterson.
Yeah. I shouldn't be speaking about it at all because I don't actually know anything about it. I've heard just like random weird shit out there. All I know is that
listen, you
like
can
I
make
said,
you can make a mistake. Obviously, I mean, you're allowed to make a mistake. You can be like, I supported the guy, I didn't know, maybe, but I don't know. The evidence is suggesting otherwise, or at least it's like maybe you didn't know specifically, but you knew enough.
Yeah,
and then you're like,
no, I agree. And again, Punk'd was fun. Punk was a good show. Punk was fucking. That was scripted too. I think some of that.
And here's the
shit
thing:
was fake.
I don't even. I think as far as like an actor goes, Kutcher is a good actor. I think he's a great actor.
Actually, underrated a lot.
He is. I think he's. Unfortunately, he made some really stupid decisions in his life.
Jay is right. I'm not disagreeing with Jay at all. I don't.
No, I mean, no, it's not about who's right
disagreeing.
or wrong. I'm not saying who's right or wrong. Right? I don't give a fuck.
We're both on the same argument of if you fuck with kids.
Yeah, I think that if you're accused of that shit, I think that pedophilia or raping, you deserve the wood chipper. I don't think that you're ever gonna be reformed. I'm sorry, guys. I don't. I don't. I think that you are a disgusting fucking human being, and I don't think that you should be reformed. I don't think you're ever gonna be reformed. I think you're a disgusting piece of shit. But at the end of the day, we're not arguing about who's right or who's wrong. I'm just saying that as Ashton Kutcher is a guy that had a lot of potential to go forward, and then he made a stupid decision because of, I think Scientology is a terrible, terrible organization. I don't give a fuck. It really is bad. You can hark on Christianity, you can hark on Islam, you can hark on Mormonism, but Scientology is like a fucking mafia, dude. It's a mob.
Oh no, it's really fucked up and weird. I think that every single religion, like just almost like at least every single major religion, has been used to fucking hurt people, and specifically kids. Like, look at the Catholic Church, like all this shit like that. It's always kids that fucking get hurt with this shit, right? And Scientology is the same. It's weird, dude. Like, honest to God, the shit that's coming out, like the Epstein stuff, that's the stuff that like really boggles my mind. Because again, I said this earlier in the show. This, whatever the information they have is, like whatever it is, they have it. It's redacted. Whatever. Somebody in a lot of power has all that information, and we think for some reason that when they release it to us, something's going to be done.
No,
the people in power have had the information and they haven't done anything. So why do we think they're going to do anything about it now just because we fucking know?
No, and I agree. And I think the Epstein files would reveal on both sides of the aisle, by the way. It's not just one or the other. It's all these important fucking people that will never be held accountable, which really sucks. But I think that's why it won't be released, because it's too powerful.
Dude, it's insane thing. It's like, oh no, it's Bill Clinton. No, it's Donald Trump. No, it's like
they're all pieces of trash. Like, I don't know why it's so hard for anybody to understand. They're playing the normal common people against each other like fucking chess pieces. They all play you all like motherfucking goddamn harp strings. They don't give it. The reason why the Epstein files will never be fully released is because there's too much information in there that will point to left and right. It won't, and in the middle. It won't be just, well, it's the liberal weirdos or it's the conservative buttholes. It'll be all the people, the ones that you have a lot of respect for and that you think are good people or Christians or leaders of the church or leaders of whatever. These fuckers are in that goddamn file. I guarantee you that's why it's not listed or released, because it would destabilize everything.
Yeah.
And then you know what would happen is that there would be a mass amount of screams for justice. And they'll say, hey, why don't we do what we're supposed to do and arrest these motherfuckers and hold them accountable? And they're like, no, we can't do that. We can't do that.
Like, and that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, and again, let me just reiterate. I think I worded everything that I just said wrong. The Ashton Kutcher versus the Donald Trump stuff, completely different deal. I'm just saying, like, I don't know enough about either. I've been confused about the Ashton Kutcher stuff because I saw like I don't know if it was like 60 Minutes or like a fucking article or something I read, and all I remember is reading it and being like, that's fucking cool. That was before the Danny Masterson thing. Yeah. But I was like, that's fucking cool. Like, these two people, like Tim Tebow's doing that.
Yeah.
And I used to fucking hate him. He used to annoy the piss out of me because Florida. You know, I hate
way
Florida.
cocky football player, good person, really shit.
Right. But I was always over like, oh my God, I'm so great, like shit. But like he's like now literally living his life to chase sexual trafficking and like predators and
That's
shit.
good
like
time.
That.
I mean,
and I
hey,
saw the
that.
same thing about
Expose
Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis, and I was like, that's so fucking cool. So when like all the hate about Ashton Kutcher came out, and again, I don't know, I've not looked into it, so I'm completely fucking naive. But I was just like, that's crazy. Why are we canceling him out of? Do people know the good shit they did too? But
Yeah,
like, and that's what I'm saying. It's
I
just
think it was one of those.
dude.
I think it was an irony to it, and they're like, it's kind of a sickening irony.
Okay, so it's like one of those things like you're hiding in plain sight.
Like you're doing like a cool service to people, but in reality, and what you actually did though was not.
Yeah,
you went against what you were saying you were doing. You know.
Yeah, I think I gave them the benefit of the doubt for sending the letter or whatever. When they say like we didn't know, and I'm like, well, these are two people who've literally dedicated a part of their lives, to stopping this shit from happening. So I gave them a benefit of the doubt. But like, I don't know, dude, it's fucked up. And the more and more, like the older I get, and the more and more I look into shit, and the more and more I look at Twitter and like follow stuff, I really do realize, like I used to think, I legitimately used to think when everybody was like, oh, Hollywood's pedowood, all this shit like that. I'm like, oh, okay, we're doing this fucking weird, dumb shit. But the more and more you get into it, I'm like, Jesus Christ, Hollywood's really fucking weird.
Hollywood's disgusting.
Like,
dude.
you guys weren't fucking lying.
No,
like,
dude. Hollywood is a rock that if you kicked it over, you would see all the worms and maggots underneath of it.
Yeah,
it's just it's a disgusting industry that has not been exposed yet. And if it wasn't, and if it ever is exposed, you'll be like, holy fucking shit. It is a goddamn Babylonian level of disgusting evil there. But
I think we thought it was going to come out with Diddy, and it never did. Nothing ever came out.
Well, who knows? I mean, they hid shit. They hide shit to protect themselves.
He's still alive. I don't think any of us expected that. We thought he would be, he'd kill himself.
DJ Graham says, I've always wanted to see a Monster Squad type movie involving Michael, Freddy, Jason, and Leatherface, and a group of 80s, 90s kids got to take them down. I would have loved to have seen that, like a Stranger Things, and have that instead.
That would be so fucking awesome. Like, and they could do it. Like these people could band together and do that. And I don't think that that's the same thing as like when we say, oh, Freddy shouldn't take on Jason and Michael shouldn't take on Hellraiser. That kind of story where you just
that would be amazing.
Dude, you remember Ready Player One when they like delved into it and they're like, oh, we can do The Shining or we could do whatever. They could do a story like that. There's just like a one-off in that version. Your fucking camera's frozen. You're like, I just got out of the shower and I'm feeling clean. This house is clean. It's really going to stay stuck on that, isn't it? Oh, you're back.
Ashton Kutcher was waiting at my door.
Dude, when it froze, you were like,
I was flexing. Yeah. An 80s, 90s movie with kids taking down what would be the equivalent of the Universal monsters of our generation would be badass with Michael, Freddy, Jason, and Leatherface.
Yeah, no, that'd be awesome. I'd be on to that.
Space Pandex says, Mike, you look like a police officer with that mustache. Bring the beard back. I'm JK. It's fine.
I mentioned this in the chat earlier. I don't know who to believe.
No, I'm telling
tell me it looks good, and I know
know
what you're saying, but like, you're also the same motherfucker that would be like, hey, wear this weird silk shirt to church that I'll let you borrow. And like
40 fucking years ago, it looks good.
I don't know. I like it,
No,
but
dude,
like,
it does.
I don't know if it actually looks good or not. Like, I really don't know, and I still don't know. I asked the chat, and
it looks good.
I don't feel comfortable.
Michael Hurt says they hurt gays with Christianity too. Yeah, dude. I mean, 100%. I don't think any organized religion, any one particular organized religion is right. I think what's happened is that when you have organized religion, right, I think it's man-made. I think it's man-made, and that's why there's flaws inside of it. And yeah, of course, Christianity has done harm to gay people, but so is Islam. So is Mormonism. They've all done it, right? So I don't think it's one particular group that's all encompassing evil. I will say Scientology, in my opinion, is not a religion.
I wasn't laughing at what you said. I was laughing at what Holly said.
No, it's a cult.
I didn't want to make it seem like I was laughing at what you said.
No. Scientology is a fucking cult. That's the difference. I think that the other religions you're speaking of, have they done bad things in their past? 100%, without a doubt. Obviously, they're not free of guilt. But Scientology are literally the only group that will follow you around and fucking threaten you and intimidate you for speaking out against them.
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean, dude, it's a religion made on science fiction novels.
Well, here's the thing. Ron L. Hubbard, who is the founder of Scientology, this motherfucker, to escape taxes, created a religion so that he didn't have to pay taxes. He is a science fiction writer, and this cocksucker was like, I ain't paying taxes. I'll create a religion. That's what he did. And they're like, hey, you got little aliens that live in your nipples, and you gotta shock them out. And they're like, oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, like I don't take that shit seriously at all.
I mean, it is what it is.
And what you're saying, Michael's, I mean, it's true in some ways. Like, I mean, look, there's things in Old Testament that says it's like you know, you go to hell and you burn for eternity if you eat shrimp. We have to be adults about things.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And like that's one of those things. There's people, but there's like, dude, I just saw today, by the way, same thing. It was a Yahoo story. One of the kids from what's it taste like? It came from an old boot. What was that?
Little Rascals.
Little Rascals. One of the guys, he was a kid in Little Rascals, and he got caught huffing fucking keyboard cleaner, right? And his life was all fucked up. And now he calls himself an extreme radical Catholic something. And he like lives out in the woods with his kids and like won't let them go to school. Any of these things, and again, I'm not talking about Scientology because that's just batshit. But like, you can take them and you can turn them into something evil. And I think there's good values in certain things, and then there's people who take them and use them for evil.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, that just sound like
that's drinks to be talking about this.
Well, that sounds like Ezra Miller. That just he didn't get caught. Yeah. Hey guys, what a show! What a weird ending! What a weird ending! What a weird ending! But hey, that's what it's all about here. It's, you know, you don't know what's going to come next, what's going to come around the bend.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it exciting, I suppose. And we liked it. We enjoyed it. You guys have been fucking amazing. You guys turned out tonight. We really appreciate you guys. You guys keep it up. You guys keep our channel afloat. We really appreciate you. Next Wednesday.
Hey, Jay,
what?
Though, listen to me.
What?
Come on now, more margaritas.
Great ass!
You said I'm done. He said you're not done. He said come by my
God
buns
damn it, dude.
for some fun. DJ Graham.
Oh fuck, dude.
Woo!
Hey, all right, wait. I gotta go pee then. Give me a second.
pee.
Holy shit.
P. We're gonna walk away together. We're gonna do a double walk away. I'm gonna get a drink. Double walk away. It's from my mustache. There's so much power in my mustache, I can open up beers without using my fingers.
Ew.
It's not a beer. It's a root beer.
Ew.
There's nothing ew about root beers, Kate. It's from A&W. It's a classic company. Everyone loves it.
I didn't say anything about your mustache.
Shut up.
It's your teeth.
Shut up.
I beg your pardon?
Have all the women in the room be quiet.
So don't talk anymore then tonight, little lady.
Oh, me goodness. That's what happens when DJ Graham comes in big cock a swiggin'. Whew. Dylan said 24-hour stream. Let's go. Let's go all fucking night. All night long. They would have to come pick me up from the mental hospital at the end of that. It's almost that. And then Mike was never seen or heard from again. So happens. You go one mustache and you think you can just rule the roost. It's not how it works, people. I take umbrage with the Danny McBride comments. All right, let me just say that right now. He's a hilarious person, and I'm not reading this extremely generous super chat from DJ Graham until Jay gets back. But that's very fuck kind of you, brother. We appreciate you, and you know that. My teeth hurt now. I'm gonna have to go to the dentist. That's what happens. You try to think you're a cool guy. You're a cool guy, and you can just open up a beer with your teeth, and then you end up at the dentist.
Longest piss of my life.
That was a long pee.
I know, dude. I had to go really bad, but holy shit!
I judge you from it.
DJ Graham, holy shit, man. Thank you so much.
And he said, play the best song in the world, or I'll eat your soul. No, he said, I think it would be great to have a trilogy to stretch the story out enough to make sense, especially since Leatherface is in Texas. I could see one kid being a babysitter. That's where Michael comes in. Another kid is having nightmares, and one goes camping and runs into Jason.
Oh, I see. So he's trying to do the movie monster stuff.
Yeah.
The Universal movie monster tie-ins.
I
like that. I mean, that's a good idea. I mean, if you want to, so you'd have to start with Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's a bold move, Cotton. It's bold. Would it work? Your idea.
It's literally it's a spec script.
I know. I was trying to look
treatment.
for some. I was trying to look for Kinks in its armor, and I can't find it. I'm jealous.
No, it's so simple. It's so simple.
That's why it works.
And that actually throws a fucking curveball in my whole thing about, hey, we should never like tie these properties together. It was such a fucking shit show though, DJ and everybody else, when they tried to make Freddy vs. Jason. There's a whole goddamn book. I have it over here somewhere. There's a whole book about all the terrible dumbass scripts that writers wrote for Freddy vs. Jason. I think you automatically assume it's going to be dumb shit, dumb dick type of stuff. But you just laid it out right there.
That's
very
exactly
simply.
it. That's exactly it.
It's so simple when it really comes down to it, how to push these people together. And there's a couple comic books where they did it too.
And that's the problem, dude, is I think that we were both guilty of it. A lot of these writers in Hollywood get focused on overthinking it, right? And that's exactly what you should do. How DJ laid it out. That's a very simple approach, and it works. Because otherwise you're thinking like, well, how does this tie into like Scream? Like what I was doing with Halloween. And I'm trying to make it very meta and try to fit in that universe with Scream. And then how do you tie it into that? But that's exactly what DJ just laid out. That would work 100%.
Yeah, I would watch that movie.
Mm-hmm.
I would watch it. So I mean, it's pretty simple. I don't know what it's ever going to take. We'll probably all be dead and gone. We'll probably all be dead and gone when they actually do it.
If they ever, well, let me ask you a question. Would you be behind it if they did it?
Yeah.
If at any point ever one studio was able to gain control of all the movie monsters, modern day, Freddy, Jason, Michael, all of that, would you be like, all right, a Universal horror monster cinematic universe would be okay? Or would you be like, separate?
If I was the head of the studio, I would say no way and fuck we're doing that. We're going to milk every one of these titles separately. But as a fan, if they had the right person behind it, like a good writer and like a good or showrunner or like whatever.
Kathleen Kennedy.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm looking for.
That's what I was looking at. Yeah.
But like with what he just said there, laid out simple like that. Yeah. No, I would actually be like, maybe they're going to fucking blow our minds and change the world of horror slashers forever.
Because you guys remember, right? The Universal horror monsters, they were trying to bring that back with Tom Cruise. With the Mummy, they had plans for Invisible Man. They were going to do all these tie-ins and make this one big giant cinematic universe, and that fell through because those movies were garbage, except for the Invisible Man. The closest we ever got to that really was the team in Monster Squad, but they weren't universal. They were classic monsters, but they weren't the Universal monsters because they didn't have rights to them. So I think that taking modern day movie monsters like Freddy, Jason, Leatherface, Michael, all those guys would be cool. But I understand too. It's like you kind of want it's like I don't want my green beans to touch my mashed potatoes on my plate. I just don't want them to mix.
Don't put hamburger on my fucking pizza.
LeJ84 says,
love you, DJ. Thank you, man. That's very kind of you.
What a champion you are. Thank you so much. And then LeJ says, just cause. Hey, just cause.
All night long.
And just because of you fuckers, we've gone once again 3.5 hours on a usual 3-hour show.
You married into it. You married into it. We've touched on everything from the Epstein files to Wolverine.
I mean, we're like literally, it's covered a multitude of topics. I feel like we went on our own Lord of the Rings adventure.
What a fucking night, guys. What a fucking night. You guys are the fucking best. Second stream of the week. We'll be back on Wednesday. Next Saturday, Patreon stream. Gonna be a live unboxing.
The unboxing. And we got, if we get through the unboxing, maybe try a video game or two.
Who knows what will happen? Anything could happen in this crazy world we call life. And all I know is that I hope you guys have an awesome night, and we love you all so fucking much.
You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much for turning out tonight. You guys have been stellar. Your support is amazing.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it without you. Thank you guys so much.
It's good to be us, man. Thank you guys so fucking much for being our friends and hanging out with us. Have a great fucking weekend, man. Do it.
See you guys Wednesday.
Or I'll shave this fucking thing and then I'll just be a fat blob of skin.
Hey, dude. Hey, you know what? We should make a member goal and I'll shave my face.
Oh my God. That would be great too.
I swear to God.
And then we could both be like,
yeah, we'll both be like, see you guys.
Good night, everyone. Love you.